Do you have your warm, nourishing beverages? Are your feet warm? Do you have a blanket? Thank you for the flames. Thank you all for acknowledging the we have a lot to talk about today. It's all news. It's all entertainment and political news. And we have a lot to talk about. You've been waiting on this live. Let's go. Bring everybody on in. Welcome everybody into the live. If there's a Black woman that you know that needs to talk about this, bring them on in. I'm mad. They tried us this weekend really bad. And don't think for a second that when our archetypes and our icons, like a Meg Thee Stallion, like a Beyonce, when she is insulted, when she is hurt, when people, even if it's our own man, try to humiliate her, don't think that we don't understand that that is an attack on us all. I'm sorry. Thank you, girl. Y'all. I'll make sure everybody knows how to get it. Thank you. You all enjoyed the shopping. There's plenty of yummy stuff down there. Hit the suitcase. Enjoy. Because I hope everybody's ready to discuss. We can get started with Klay and Meg. We can go right into the 10-year. No, we're going to start with the 10-year anniversary of Lemonade and how that directly affects what happened to Klay and Meg. We're talking about the weight, the gravity, the heaviness of us being betrayed. I promise you, I feel like when this nation, the worst things get in this nation, when all else fails, hurt us, betray us, belittle a Black woman, try to humble us, try to betray us. Oh, they can all go to hell. And I just want to get started. Everybody, welcome. Come on in. And y'all, let's take a breath before we get into it. I shouldn't even be talking this loud. The scary Scorpio is upstairs finishing up a practice SAT test. They tried us this weekend. Thank you for the Go Populars. Thank you for the likes. Let's get to 50,000 as soon as humanly possible. Kay says, no one taught me the game. Girl, me neither. Me neither, Kay. But you got I'm everybody's big sister and everybody's auntie. I'm 53 years old. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I just got my roots done. And I've been being really good with my skincare. And I've been really hydrating. And I've been doing the little neck sling at night. Keep the bone lodge so serious, but don't forget, Big Sis been married for 30 years. I got 2 daughters myself, 22 and 17. And I decided that the betrayal that Megan underwent, the betrayal that Beyonce underwent 10 years ago with Lemonade, okay? I'm feeling it a lot. A lot of Black women are. We're feeling very tender. We were already, hey to her, Divine Alchemy, thank you for the speaker box. Take a breath with me. This whole week been feeling off. Like we knew some shit was gonna pop off this weekend. You ever like, especially if you're a Black woman, you're the eldest daughter. You know how you know mama's on one or your parents are gonna be on one this weekend or some shit's gonna pop off. The air feels heavy. That's how I felt all week. I feel like we've been feeling static, and the static got as loud as it has ever been between Klay and this mess at that White House Correspondents' Dinner, all of which seemed to me connected. I think we all were going into the weekend feeling like, what the fuck is going on? Something's off. And Kay, I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna do my best, y'all. If I miss your comments, just put them back up in there. Yeah, your grandmama tried in college grade. That's okay, y'all. Listen, big sis has been married for 30 years. I have 2 daughters myself. I'm the eldest of 5 sisters, 6, and if you include my cousin Tracy. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the game. I have to talk about love and relationships, obviously, what I've learned and what I'm teaching my daughters. Number 1, don't tell these ninjas you can cook. If you can cook, keep that a deep, dark secret. Act like your hands don't work and your feet hurt if you get anywhere near a kitchen. Start crying anytime you get close to the refrigerator. Rule number 2, like Shira 7 says, stop telling all your secrets. Stop telling all your trauma. These men can't be trusted. So please, let's get started. Let's go. Hey, golden lady over there from the tube, that is you. That's just for openers. Take a breath with me. This static has been too much. This is where we come back in. This is the Sunshine Report. My name is Halicue Hannah. I'm your friendly neighborhood podcaster, thought and imagination leader for Black women of the 92%. Okay? And so we've been hearing a lot of static out here. So I'm back. Let me just tune us back in. Everybody, let me just tune us back in, get us back on our Zoom and get us back to the correct frequency. Thank you, Bounty. Thank you. Let me help get us back to the right frequency. They got us way off track. They had us fucked up. They had us on some kind of effed up AM analog station this weekend. That's why your head was feeling crazy. Okay. Hey, Neva. Hey, Desire. Hey, CW. Hey, Peace. Y'all come on in. Yeah, girl, you can't cook. I forgot how to cook. She was already on her healing journey. He did her very dirty. I feel like he did a lot of us dirty. A lot of us. Thank you, Coretta. He did. I have felt each and every moment of this. My heart hurts over this. I've been in bad mood all weekend, and I had a guest in the house, one of my husband's friends. There was no hostessing done this weekend because I don't know that anybody deserves anything from us. Even my husband of 30 years. I'm telling you, we had all been listening to Lemonade. Y'all don't know if y'all knew this was first part of entertainment news. It had been a 10-year anniversary of Lemonade. So we was all listening to Lemonade anyway. Reliving the moment. Every single moment that like Beyonce went through in that album. Even people that don't even like Beyonce looked at Lemonade and we all felt something. Like we know who he didn't be. Jay-Z did what? He did what to whom? Not to Beyonce. What? Y'all remember when Beyonce like grabbed the baby and left? Called Becky with the good hair. We all trying to figure out who Becky with the good hair is because we all knew a Becky with the good hair. We had all had one in our life. Some of us was Becky with the good hair. We were replaying all the dirt that we had done and the dirt that we had been dealt. Hey, grad school grad, y'all come on in. We're talking about the 10-year anniversary of Beyonce. We are then immediately going into talking about Klay and the epic way he betrayed our niece, Megan Thee Stallion. Do y'all know OGs? Y'all know Megan calls us OG hotties, us Gen X hotties that still be trying to be out there. Oh, he lied to all of us. All of this was leading up to a gigantic conversation about the heaviness and the weight and the full gravity of the betrayal that Black women have been carrying around for centuries. And now that they done messed around and given us Beyonce's internet. Now, men, you can't even be claiming relationships because they be embarrass you in front of the whole world. You do your healing, you be on your professional game. You're doing all of this. You're doing all the be a freak in the streets and cook and all of this and acknowledging you, trusting you, because you try to make us feel like we safe and we calm. We can finally lay our head on your chest after you having us flipped upside down in all these ways, us showing up for you. Can you imagine Megan Thee Stallion with all that she has built, created, and done in the last year alone? Taking time out of her life to comfort this light-skinned demon because he's having a hard game because he's basically at the end of his career. Having to take time out of her life to like comfort him. Cooking for his family, his mama, just right up under her at the parties and stuff with the cameras flashing. Do we know what really happened before we throw him under the bus? Terry, no. We know what Megan put on her stories. I'll share it with you. No, yeah, we know what she put on her stories. We know what she said. Yeah. Somebody says over on the tube that is you, she need to sue him for wasting her time like Mariah did. Correct. We ain't got to see much more than he didn't seal the deal when he should have months ago. The second she fried catfish for his light skin ass, he should have sealed the deal. But oh no, they've had all of us fucked up. Am I wrong? I can't help but feel. I know I can make anything about Black women. They have got us full circle effed up out here. Full circle effed up. Every single woman watching this feels the gravity of this. I am not going to sing a song, but I will continue to play Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. Golden Lady says, what happens when you do everything right? And it's not fair. I don't think there's a single Black woman that watched any of this weekend that is not thinking about having to nurse her darling daughter through a effed up breakup, your own messed up breakups and mistakes. Okay, the pain and the drama that your daddy put your mama through, your granddaddy put your grandmama through. It's been staticky all week. We should have known something was wrong when she passed out on stage at that Broadway musical. That's when we should have known something was wrong. Let this be a message to us to remember that with the Black women in our own family. Girl, you know when something's wrong. You know it looked like her sugar wasn't right the other day. Kimberly Thomas says, I knew he was trifling. I thought he was going to do better by her. Girl, I thought so too. And I got to be honest with you, since we just telling the truth, I'm tired of withholding things from y'all. I shouldn't even say it. I'm not even going to say it. On behalf of the light-skinned delegation of Northern California, the funny face, what did Cat Williams say? We're weird face. It's like weird face, light-skinned women. He's right. We all have weird faces. The men can't be trusted. They demons. With the exception of my sweet nephews and my stepfather, they can't be trusted. They demons. They demons. Oh, if they got blue or green eyes. I thought Meg had a chance because at least his eyes wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? We all thought they were going to be cute and just be sexy nerds together. Oh no. They had us out here messed up. And I'm telling y'all, I feel like we heard the static. That's what yeah. Seriously. Somebody said it might be time to withdraw to the moon like Oshun. Go back and read the stories of the goddesses and the Orishas. Didn't they all go through this? There's always a flip side to the coin. Ain't nothing ever easy. But this is where we all come back in. Thank you all for being here today. Continue to invite other beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92% in here today. Welcome back to FM and stereo. They had us on AM. They had us real messed up out here this week. We have tuned back into FM stereo 92. Welcome. I am your DJ. My name is Halicue Hannah. I am one of the founding voices of Black women of the 92% in our movement. This is the Sunshine Report. This is the News Sweep in Review. This is where we tune out distortion. And we tune back into truth and clarity and to ourselves and putting ourselves first. Oh, I want all of us to be happy in our love relationships. But sometimes I'm like, see what happens when you take your eye off the work and you let this be a lesson. I think this is a lesson to all of our beautiful young women that we are mothering and nurturing in some way. Whether we're aunties, friends, mamas, let's remind the young women, beautiful, bold, brilliant, young Black women of the 92%. Just put your eye back on your paper. Just get your eye back up. Just get back on your Zoom, baby. Focus on building your business and getting that degree, girl. And your little friends and your little chit chat. Where are you and your little friends going on? Where y'all going on graduation break? Tell them to get focused back on them into their star player. Ain't nothing out here worth it right now. I'm so sorry I'm missing all these comments. Y'all, if I missed your comments, hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Shell said, and this is why I don't date broke men. He's going to have to BS, whether it's rich or exactly. You're going to be dealing with the Lord knows our mothers and our aunts and our sisters have. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in to the 92%. Let me just say, plainly, I know we are all feeling some kind of a way today. There was already a tenderness in the air, a sensitivity, an irritation that perhaps did not have a name. And I want to offer us this. They really effed with us this week. Through Megan. Through us going back down memory lane with the 10-year anniversary of Lemonade and everything Jay-Z put Beyonce through. Because that album was holistic. That's why we were feeling tender anyway. We were all going back and listening. We were feeling real tender anyway. Remembering how our daddy messed up. Remembering how this man betrayed me in front of all these people. When your mama had to pack you up and go to your grandma's house. Like when Beyonce picked up Blue and left and went to a hotel and it made a video with her dancers. 7-Eleven. I don't know why is my little thing is acting up. Let me turn that off. Y'all welcome. Thank you, girl. I'm trying to look through this through rose-colored glasses. So we were already tender. Okay? Seriously, we were already tender. And it felt like in going back to listen to that album and think about all these memories, okay, the scab is gone. The scab is gone. But you know how when you pick the scab off a little bit too early and there's still some tender skin underneath there. Y'all remember that? You know, like when that happens, like say you're doing your little face peel and you go too aggressive on one, oh, and then you got a little patch of little tender red skin right there. Imagine what the butterfly feels like when it is coming out of the chrysalis. Still kind of oozy. That air hits your wet new wings for the first time. Like, okay, you getting ready to be a butterfly, but you going through the transformation. You just coming out. You're just emerging. All right. And the air hits that skin. It's tender. It's vulnerable. It's even a little bit annoying. When the scar falls off, that new skin underneath is hyper aware. It's soft. It's exposed. And that's what we were. Yeah. Golden Lady says, yes, we're tuning back into our star player. Hey, Adrienne Lynn. So that's where we are. And when we come here, this is the sunshine report. This is the balm. This is the protection. This is where we, as Black women, come here to soothe it and to shield this wound. Hey, Hughes and me, we were all cheesing at the blogs. We were invested, so pissed and hurt. Yes. And you know what it takes to get like women over 45 invested into stupidity of these celebrities? It takes a lot. But we all were looking at Megan because what? She's had hurt, betrayal, trauma, direct abuse that we all saw. We got her get to emerge, rise, see justice, look good doing it. Still continuing to be one of the baddest ones in the game, being mentored by Beyonce, making deals, buying franchises, sending the album out. Most importantly to me, as Big Sister, I'm gonna say y'all, mental health. Going to therapy, talking about therapy, sharing everything that she went through. Because y'all know, as Black women, we weren't always allowed to do that. That's why we loved Lemonade so much. Because Beyonce was telling her business. She was telling what happened. And we don't always do that, do we? Your mama don't want you out talking your business. Don't be telling everybody about how your daddy act. Like he, you know, like that's home business. Yeah, that's kitchen table talk. We don't share your business. No. Beyonce first, then Meg. We're talking about what happened to them and being vulnerable, and we get to see them heal. Yeah, keep the secrets. So we're getting to see that. So that's why I'm in my feelings, because I feel like I get to see Meg be this new, beautiful celebrity face of Black girl therapy. We all need it. We all deserve it. So yeah, we were all bought into it. We were all in. I recognized a lot of stuff. Turns out that was just pattern recognition from the messed up ways like Black women and Gen X were taught. Kay the Key said earlier, didn't nobody teach me the game? Girl, didn't nobody teach me the game either. But they expected you to have the game on lock. They expected you to have some kind of mother wit. Oh, but don't ever be like in relationships. Can't be in intimate relationships. Keep your legs closed. People will be talking about you. But we expect you to like know how to run your body, your business and your house like a grown woman. The whole time ain't nobody giving you no information. Thank you, Dee, for the balloons. I appreciate that. And y'all, we are going to be doing this is a special show. On Sunday, we do the news sweep and review. This is where we take all the mess and the bullish and the fuckery. And thank you all for keeping your fingers tapping and for keeping us engaged in the room. That's how we get more Black women from the FYP to come on in. So thank you all for your daily heart me's. Come on in. My moderators, this is a bigger room today. So thank you very much. You guys hang on one quick second. Hey, Reese Pops, I'm live, sweetie.
Hi, I'm trying to take an SAT.
Okay, all right. I'll keep it quiet. I'll keep it much quieter. All right. All right. Y'all, I'm forgetting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to whisper very intently. The scary Scorpio just called me and asked me, "Mommy, I'm taking a practice AT. Keep it down." All right. So listen. So I'm gonna get close on the mic. I'm gonna be doing a lot of whispering. I'm doing a lot of like whisper shouting. So I'm gonna do some whisper shouting. Can everybody still hear me? Since we got a PSAT, like not a PSAT, like a practice AT being taken upstairs. But listen, if you are new here, I want you to know that the 92%, this space, this page is not just static. Okay. It's not just a statistic. It's not something random. We're just going to call ourselves the 92 crucial. No. It comes from exit polling data. That's us. That's the 92%. That's Black women. This is exit polling data that is broken out. There we go. Put that. This is exit polling data that is broken out by demographic. Thank you for acknowledging that I got to do the whisper shout because she is literally right above me. I've closed every door and I've stepped under the door, but baby's trying to take a little practice test. I get it. I understand. What we decided to do is a 92%. It was a decision after the 2024 election. Black women made some crucial decisions, 7 crucial decisions about how we would move in this world, to focus on our rest, to reclaim our energy, to start unlearning the grind, to protect our minds, to build our own ecosystems. And most importantly, we decided to stop offering up ourselves to systems that require our exhaustion to function. So, this platform, my podcast, the Substack, the YouTube, they're not just content channels, they're our Black girl infrastructure. Thank you, D the Queen. Thank you for supporting the live. I appreciate that. Try to keep it low. Try to keep it low. Okay. The broadcast has a purpose. The Sunshine Report, Monday through a Thursday, 8:30 in the morning for our clarity, our intelligence briefing, our grounding every day, the Newsweek in Review on Sundays, Transmutation. We take all this mess that this regime that is run by the stunt queen in chief, and even this day-to-day entertainment lifestyle mess, the lessons that we're learning in the stories of our faves and our archetypes, like Beyonce with Lemonade, Meg Thee Stallion with this betrayal with Klay Thompson, we take it and we transmute it. We take the nastiness and we convert it into gold for us. It's a big return to sender. That's what we do on Sunday. So thank you for putting the manifestations out there. Every time I see one of those, I know we're doing a good job. I know we're turning this energy around. And the podcast is for more depth, more calm, more strategy. Okay. We're not going to just get consumed by the world, and we're not just going to consume any mess that they have out there. They're trying to feed us, because that is what a lot of our legacy and corporate media is doing, is trying to feed us garbage, is trying to feed us junk food. No, this is where Black women, we come and we take all of it and we process it and we transform it. Okay. And to do that, the most important tool we can use right now is organized indifference. Let me catch a few comments. Golden Lady says, like Cat Williams says, we tune back into our star player. And yeah, no more secrets, no more shame, especially us holding on to it as Black women, because think about what it's done to us. Think about what it did to Beyonce to hold on to that shame, what it did for your mama to hold on to shame, what it meant for you to hold on to shame, especially over the abuse that somebody else was dishing out to us, over the lies and manipulation that somebody else was feeding to us. Okay? And what we do here is not apathy. People try to say it's disengagement. No, it's just us being real precise and putting ourselves first. Okay? When we use organized indifference, we know that it means, like, we see what's happening, we understand it clearly, and Black women are going to start choosing intentionally where our energy goes. The world, these men, culture, trying to pull us into emotional chaos, trying to make us feel ashamed, humbled, confused, gaslit. I know Megan must have felt like, oh my God, am I going crazy? Did this man and his mama not, was I not cooking for them for Thanksgiving? Was I not cooking for his mom and dad? Was his mom not cheesing in my face? Did we not buy a house together? You know that's what she was thinking. That's what she's feeling. You know that's what she was thinking and feeling, because we've all gone through something similar ourselves, or we've watched our moms or our grandmothers go through some similar mess. Yeah, Hughes of Me said, yes, I just said that. His actions said marriage, everything about it, everything about it, even for somebody that's cold hearted like me. And I know I'm a human ray of sunshine, but oh my gosh, I get real business minded and cold hearted when it comes to like relationships. When it comes to like the way I talk to my daughters, the way I talk to my sisters, y'all would be shocked. It would curdle milk the way I ask, the way I'm teaching the young women in my life to be cold as ice, man. Cold as ice about your heart and your feelings and giving away your intentions. I teach young women to be cold as ice. Cold as ice. Your heart needs to look like a PowerPoint presentation, need to look like an Excel spreadsheet, adding up the facts and the figures What have they brought to the equation? How have they made your life easier? How do they make your life easier every day? Every day. That's the truth. That's how if y'all could hear me in private conversation, y'all be shocked, but I'm gonna start bringing it. Clearly, this message is needed. Dominique Morgan said this morning, we need the older women to share the lessons. Here I go. Hope everybody's ready. I hope you don't cancel me. Because that's all I can think after seeing how Klay did Megan this weekend, is they deserve nothing. No one deserves they don't deserve nothing from us, from Black women. I really can't speak to nobody else. I really can't. But to beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women, oh no, no one deserves anything. They're all welcome. I had to put my love for Kanye away many years ago. I had to fold it up. I had to put it in the back of my oldest underwear drawer. Just fold it up, put it away forever, forever. But I love when he said, "You're all welcome. You're all welcome." That's literally how I believe a Black woman should wake up every morning. Y'all all welcome. Now leave me alone. Truly. They all don't, none of them deserve nothing. Okay. I know my poor husband is wondering, what is wrong with her this weekend? Oh, I'm just mad at everybody. Don't ask me for nothing. They deserve nothing. Y'all welcome. Come on in. How's everybody doing? Come on. This is the Sunshine Report. And the sunshine is going to be very bright and sunburny today. It's going to be a little bit more like a solar flare. Okay. All right. So let's just get started. Betrayal. The 10-year anniversary. And Klay cheating on Meg Thee Stallion. Okay, let's talk about it. This hits very deep. We've been having conversations all this week around Lemonade 10 years later. Black women, we are reflecting on how we lived that album, not just listened to it, we lived it. The betrayal, the silence, the holding together of families and legacy. Y'all remember how we felt when we finding out everything that happened, fight on the elevator, beyond Solange beating people up, slapping the shit out of Jay-Z, hotel elevators, CCTV. Like, what's going on? They walk in there smiling, getting on the elevator smiling, the doors close, all hell breaks loose, and then what happens? Acting like nothing was happening. We had to walk out. How many of us as Black women have had to do that? Holding together families, legacies, while something inside of us was breaking. Watching our mothers carry it, our grandmothers carry it, we inherited it. For how many of us of the 92%, that was our lemonade, right? The election in 2024, I told y'all I can make anything about Black women and about our 92% movement. I get that's what happened to us on November 2024. That was we were like, oh well, it's time to write lemonade. We're breaking up with this nation. Hey, how are y'all doing? Montgomery, Sia, Patrice, Debbie C. Y'all come on in. Thank y'all for joining us today for the Sunshine Report. We're getting right into the 10-year anniversary of Lemonade and the massive betrayal of Megan Thee Stallion by one Klay Thompson. Okay. November 2024, as Black women in this country, 92%. We'd had enough too. We were when we became 92%, we said, yeah, no more silent suffering, no more private devastation. We really did put to bed that strong Black woman mess. We really said burn the capes. We really did. Y'all, let's get to 100K as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for tapping. Thank you for sharing out the live. To any other Black woman that you know would appreciate this conversation today. We gathered as the 92%. We spoke, we told the truth, we built something new. So we feel proud, but we still owe D the Queen. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for visiting the gift gallery. I appreciate it. Thank you. But we were feeling tender. But in retrospect, looking back, the way Beyonce, we got to look back at Lemonade for 10 years, we get to feel proud. We built something. We're new. We're stronger. That's what, and y'all, and can I share something with y'all? People forever having their hot takes on Beyonce. Y'all know Deontay Kyle just had I don't know how hot the take was, but it also made me realize, I was like, see, Halicue, see how you need to just stop. See how you need to stay out of men's business. See how they just disappoint you all the time. I really, I do. Like, and he had some hot take about her. And I was like, you know what? I almost made a video about it last night, but let me just bring it straight to you and y'all tell me what you think. I think, and I've been thinking a lot about the idea of like us tuning into the right frequency. Like what happens when we tune into the 92% frequency, right? When the radio, we adjust it right, we come into the sunshine report, we enjoy the videos, the podcast. That's and we feel good. Our brain feels good, our heart feels good as Black women because we're together. We tuned into the right frequency. People don't like Beyonce because she manages to tune Black women into the right frequency. She tunes us into the right frequency. We all stop what we doing. We all start feeling prettier than we ever felt. We all start switching in our walk. We all start thinking about like our past, our memories. We think about how fine we are. We think about what it was like to have our children. Every time I hear that song about Blue, oh my God, I remember like it was yesterday. Y'all, I was at least 60 pounds heavier. I was a new young mom. The kids wanted to go to what's the name of that place in the Bahamas where all the kids want to go with the water slides. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that hotel in the Bahamas with the water slides and stuff. And you know, when all the kids want to do is be in the water, I feel bigger and more uncomfortable than I've ever felt in my whole life. Atlantis, and all they want to do is take pictures and have you in a swimsuit. I just remember, and that album had just come out, self-titled, had just come out. And I was just in the water with the youngest one, thinking about like, and it took me out of my mind, thinking about my body. Thank you, Atlantis. Reese was so little. The girls were so little. They were having a good time. And this was a long, like when you're in a long marriage, like, stuff in a marriage isn't always great. Like you don't feel good about yourself. But Beyonce was able to tune me in into the beautiful frequency of motherhood. They don't like when she tunes us in to the right frequency where we start feeling confident. We feel sexy. We feel powerful. She started singing to us, telling us we woke up flawless. They don't like the fact that there's a song and anthems out there telling Black women to wake up and y'all forgive me, I'm perimenopausal. That's why they don't like her. And even when I say that, like, you ain't gotta like Beyonce as a Black woman, but she does something that tunes us in and makes us feel powerful, beautiful, invincible. When she be talking about twirling on your haters, them albino alligators, y'all know who the albino alligators are? Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift? Come on. They don't want us feeling like that. They don't want us getting ready to go to work talking about bow down bitches. That's my take. So that's my hot take on why people are always looking at some kind of way to kneecap her. That's just my hot take. Okay. And she has given us some music that helps us learn. Many say that she is an avatar of Oshun or a daughter. We don't know. Cardi makes it real easy. Speaking of which, let me digress. I don't believe, y'all know I'm a bougie hoodoo. I don't believe in working. This is just my personal philosophy. There are many practitioners that can do this and are good at it. It's just my feeling and my fear that it don't ever work out. It always it seemed like it don't work good anytime I've watched it working roots on somebody to get somebody to stay in a relationship. It just seems to me that don't ever work right, or like it'll work for a little bit. It don't ever work right, but I do believe in the application of roots to get back at somebody. Not to get somebody back, but to get back at someone. To make them suffer the way they should suffer proportionally. That's just what I'm saying. Megan, somebody get Cardi B. So whoever knows Cardi B's Santera or worker or practitioner, and tell her to get on the phone with Megan. We don't know what kind of family Megan got around her. We know she's from Houston. We don't know. I don't know the Houston hoodoos. I don't know what's going on down there, but sometimes some things can make us feel better. I'm just saying. And I just wanted to be clear on that. Cardi clearly knows what she's doing, or is in contact with the right person. And I just feel that that might help. Is she already on it already? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, her ancestors do work overtime on her behalf. Trust me, she's good. Oh, thank God. She be seeming so hey, chicka, she be seeming so vulnerable to me out here. Okay. She be seeming so vulnerable to me out here. So I just wanted to make my feelings known about that and to let y'all know how I feel about it. Thank y'all for the go populars and thank you all for the tapping and the likes. Okay. So here we go. We see Megan back in the headlines. Bless her heart. We should have known something was wrong when she fainted at that Broadway show. Y'all, thank you for coming on in. Thank you all for sharing out the live. We're just going to talk about the heaviness. Another creator said, ooh, over on the tube, they're telling us, I remember the collective grief in November. We're not hurting. Yeah, we're healing, just like she was. And that's exactly why I feel like we getting all these energetic attacks and all these attacks on our archetypes effing with us. Articles like Cloud Bobs talking about Tracy Ellis Ross's afro as a cloud bob. Yeah, it was upsetting. We were all, that's what I want to say. We were already tender. We were already tender. We were already tender. His parents were on care. She was cooking for him. Do you know what it takes for a young woman? Because Megan is still young. For a young woman to have gone on a journey like that and then to allow herself to be vulnerable. Do people understand what it even means? It's almost like if somebody asks a Black woman to be vulnerable, don't you feel like laughing in people's faces sometimes? Especially like in these women's meetings and circles and stuff, they be trying to have like these women's circles and sisters. It's always so funny to me, always certain women from other groups be getting up and be trying to talk about sisters. But anyway, sisters, this is a moment of vulnerability. There have been times I've literally opened up my eyes during the little meditation and wanted to laugh. I'm like, you don't even know who you're talking to. You don't even know how to start a conversation with a Black woman about how to be about vulnerability. How dare you ask me to be vulnerability like you would just ask to be vulnerable like you would just ask anybody to be vulnerable. Vulnerable. I'm still trying to teach us. We can be vulnerable amongst us safely. That's like the first video that ever went viral of mine. I'll never forget it. It was a little young woman after the election asking us how like Black women can feel safe. Same thing. Feel vulnerable. Feel safe. Seriously, I was like, you got a lot of effing nerve asking us that. A lot of nerve. I did Shoshone Sweat Lodge. What white woman? 'Twas the insufferable girl. I can only imagine Mr. Girl. Let me follow you back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be intermittently whisper shouting because the scary Scorpio was up taking her little SAT, and I have already like been way too loud. So I'm gonna really try to focus on moderation. Okay. I also want to say, not only on behalf of Megan, the stallion, who we're all looking at like our sister, our big cousin, our niece, right? Our daughters. There's not a mother. And knowing, I'm telling y'all, this is hitting Black mothers very different. I've been enjoying watching all the videos of like the Black moms, like my age, like Gen X and older, hearing about this news, very angry. We're very angry. Why? Because we've had to hold our daughters' heads on our lap while they cried over breakups with these fools. Especially, and you know what when it hurts as a mom. This is why I don't get these boys no room. I don't want to be knowing them. I don't want to talk to them. That's why I pray a boy like Tyreek Withers never comes into my child's life. I was like, because I can't afford to be having extending any feelings towards these young men in this game with my daughters. And I tell my daughters that I was like, I'm not making any judgments on you, but I got to keep a healthy distance between me and that little boy. Cause I got to be able to like scoop all this up in a minute. Y'all know the way we've been talking about on TikTok and all the apps, how like black women have been saying, y'all can say ain't nobody coming to rescue y'all, but I bet you my mama's coming to rescue me. My mama and my sister's coming to rescue me. I've been loving those videos. That's true. That's why I tell my daughters, I'm like, I can't be liking these little boys because no shade, but I ain't got no room in my heart. I got to keep all this extra space for you. I got to keep all these extra rooms in my heart for my future grandchildren and my future fur grandchildren. I ain't got no room for nobody else. Black women in the 92%, and my like big aunties, family, and 92%. That takes up all that extra space, and I got to leave this space free for you, and needing to find space and grace for you. I ain't got no room for nobody else. Okay. So, but we're feeling it. Like black moms are feeling it because we know that girl does not have her mother here. That is why I'm so glad somebody just said that she is covered with the protection. Hey, KJ, come on in. We talking about Meg. Invite whoever y'all want to invite into the room. Yeah. If somebody want to be contrary down there, good luck with the executive committee. We will also block and bless. Latera says, listen, I'm running the streams up and buying here tequila, praying for her peace. Same. I've been playing Megan this whole time. I've been playing Plan B. Poor Coach Dad. He don't know why I'm mad. But I'm not going to bother explaining because I'm not going to be able to explain. You know? Like, because the men, like, they made, if you're a mama and you got a daughter that has ever been in love or ever been trying to like navigate relationships, that's why I be trying to make my daughters lighthearted about breaking up. I'll be like, today is a great time to break up with him. Today is a great day to do it. You are looking really foxy today. Today is the day. You're going to do it today. You're going to break up with him today. Girl, just break up with him just for practice. Aren't you bored? Don't you remember when Ariana Grande was singing about she's bored? Let me break up. Let me take him from his girlfriend. Girl, just practice. That's another problem. Nobody ever taught us. Y'all think I'm playing. I told y'all will be shocked at the coldness of Big Sis's heart when it comes to talking about these relationships for practice. Because did nobody ever teach us how to start nothing? And did nobody ever teach us how to end nothing? In relationships, at least in my days, they didn't. Didn't nobody teach me how to break up? Didn't nobody teach me how to like see the signs, start calculating, and then break up? Did nobody teach me how to start a relationship? You think I'm gonna let the lanky Libra and the scary Scorpio be out here in these streets without this knowledge? They don't have to listen to me, but they can go back and listen to 2 years worth of content where I've told them I stay talking. You can only imagine what it's like to be somebody that I love in this house that I get to talk to whenever I want to. I stay talking to them. I know they getting some of it. Hey, Dita Queen, come on in, girl. Yeah, Mimi says I wasn't taught, but baby girl over here will have her PhD. They won't never be able to say I didn't tell them. And I got to be honest, I've been being real coy about how I feel about some things with my little sisters on this here app and other apps. Not no more. Clearly, we need it. And I just want to say to all of us, Black mom, sister, auntie, cousin, grandmama, none of this shit was our fault. That was not Megan's fault. That was not your fault. I know it wasn't my fault. I know it wasn't my mama's fault. Hey, Wakanda forever girl, come on in. Wakandan songbird. It was not our fault. People be lying, and it's not even us. It's not even just men. Y'all remember, I mean, it's mostly them. Let's just be for real about that. Let's not act like we don't know who's the perpetrator of a lot of this violence and this need to like humble us. But y'all, people are straight sociopaths. Y'all remember Rashonda's boo before this current boo? Rashonda's one of the people too. I don't even know her astrology, but she gonna always have somebody in love with her. She gonna always have somebody in love with her. But you remember how like her first boo was a whole fraud? Told her they were a whole different person than who they were? They be lying, gaslighting, making up things. Okay? It was not her fault. Wasn't her fault then. It's not our fault now. It's not our daughter's fault. And this is where learning this organized indifference. OMG, I love my earrings. Welcome. Come on in. We talk about Klay and Meg and the deeper, larger implications it has for us as Black women. Because who amongst us has not had to deal with this foolishness? That is bringing people around your mama and your daddy and cooking meals for them and then talking about it and then filming it and being cool with it and talk like that's operating under some false pretenses. That's being a bad person. I'm sorry, and talk about I don't know if I'm ready to be monogamous. That's you being a bad person. That's not Meg being stupid or us having been stupid. How many of us have laid ourselves out and put on our best face and shown our best face for they damn mama that they insisted on bringing us around that we didn't even want to go around. Had us around and us doing our best for somebody's mama who was the same time texting with the old ex-girlfriend or the baby mama on the phone the whole time. You done cooked for this for his bald-headed mama. You done cooked for his bald-headed mama. Gave this bitch the best, gave this bitch the best room in the house, the nicest sheets, did everything, only to come to find out her and her daughter has been talking shit about you the whole time. Yeah, the ex being at their mama house when you're not there, girl. I'm just saying, is it just me? Y'all let me know in the comments if it's just me. Please let me know if it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it was just my family. That's why I tell my daughters. And also, since Dominique Morgan said she said today, she said, y'all, we need to like teach the young. Okay, so let me teach the young people something, the young women or something. You still dating? You still want to be out here? Is everybody come close? Come close. Y'all clip this and then clip it. Thank you. Y'all ready? Come close. Thank you. Come close. When they ask you and they start talking about, my mom would love to meet you. I want to take you to my mom's house. Let's go over to this barbecue, this family, this cookout. I just want to show you off. I want everybody to meet you. I found my queen, all this shit. When they do that, is everybody listening? Is everybody listening? Come close. I can't speak to all relationships. The ones that I am familiar with and I've had to deal with are hetero, like normative relationships. But I think all of it can apply no matter what, I think, but especially with them. They working out their shit, their family shit, how they were brought up, and everything about their mama and their daddy on you, with you in this relationship. Was their relationship healthy with their mom and daddy? It's going to be visited on you. Is there some crazy, weird stuff going on with the siblings? Is he sad, middle child, trying to get anybody's attention? The little renegade, demon like younger child, the long suffering eldest child? You have to study all of that. Is everybody listening? Young guns, come here, come close. Big sis, married 30 years, eldest of 5 sisters, mother of 2 daughters. When they ask you to be around their mama and their daddy, you are not going in there, I hope they like me. Just, I hope I'm going to do my best. It's like you're an egg and you're going into a situation without your shell, but you better keep your shell on. Why are you trying to crack and expose yourself in front of this man and his family? You better go in there with all your protection. You better have spent the last week praying and asking your ancestors to open your eyes and help you see, be discerning. How does when you in that house, you're not doing nothing but gathering information. You're not doing nothing but gathering information. Okay? You are doing recon. You're taking notes. I would walk in there with my freaking Meta Wayfarers on. I'd be recording the scene and going back and reviewing it with Chat GPT. What is the vibe? How does his daddy treat his mama? How does his mama treat his daddy? How does the mama treat is it all boys? How does she treat that oldest boy? Does she joke and call herself a boy mom? How are sisters treating you? Do they know how to talk to people? Do they know how to welcome people into a home? Did they cook for you? Do they seem worried about you and him? That's all you doing is gathering information to help make up your mind about whether or not you even want to be bothered with this fool anymore. Also, stomach butterflies. Yeah, tell him. Sylvana's like, let's get all this information in now, Halicue. Let's get it in. Correct. Smartest girl in class. If you all like the live, prove it to me. Show it to me. Y'all, let me see these. Let's see these likes. Thank you for supporting the live. And I hope y'all enjoy shopping. There's some good stuff down there too. Okay. I would love for us to get all of our goals. Sylvana just said, yeah, butterflies in your stomach. That's not good. That's intuition. Yeah, that that people joke about this. What's America's early warning system? My girlfriend, my faves, Frangela. They always say, "Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for that puffy heart, y'all. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for lighting it up." And y'all enjoy shopping, okay? Enjoy the shopping. I got some good stuff down there, especially this mic, so good, and especially this beautiful light back here. Literally, this whole light is basically being made by one light down there. Okay, that is your job. And also, butterflies. That's not good. If there's any butterflies you have in your stomach, it should be after you look at yourself in the mirror and go, "Oh, girl, you did one on them today, girl. Looking good." The butterflies in your stomach you feel should be for yourself and how good you look. The butterflies, especially for those of us that grew up in trauma, we call that butterflies. What that is anxiety and tension, and that's not what it's supposed to be like. There's a huge difference between butterflies and I don't know what to do and I don't want to eat. That's trauma. That's anxiety. And we have been lied to and taught that that's supposed to be some sign of love in order to keep us making bad decisions in that state. That is what that is. I'm telling you, Bix has been married for 30 years. Oh, Silvana says I had to learn on my own too. Each one teach one. That's what we're here for. Yeah, it's anxiety. That's not supposed to be. And when people say shit like falling in love, what? I don't want to fall anywhere. When you're 53 years old, if you're not careful about the way you fall, you could break a hip. And baby, when I tell you, it is all downhill from there. Unless you do some serious work. Falling, y'all know that's the reason big sis don't like scary rides. I grew up in a violent home. I don't want to feel like I'm hurtling through space and like I'm dying. Oh, somebody says over on YouTube, I hope Beyonce's on the phone with her too. Yes. And that our confidence and our joy are our power. Oh my gosh, y'all are on fire today. Y'all ain't never lied. Falling, I don't like things like that. I'm never gonna go on the Twilight ride or whatever at Disney World. I don't wanna I'll do Space Mountain, but that's it. I don't want to feel like I'm falling because you know what that feels to me like? It feels to me like the horrible scenes I used to witness at my house as a child. Like I'm in a scary place and it feels like it'll never stop. I don't like that. That's one of the reasons I didn't like skiing. I'm so glad to never ski again ever in my life. I may go cross country skiing or something if I get good and bored after the girls go off to college. But like other than that, never again. I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I'm falling, like I'm about to die. Why would you want to feel that way about love? Why would you want to feel that way? I'm just telling y'all what I'm telling my daughters or what I tell my sisters. Y'all don't blame me. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help us make better decisions because this is personal the way he did that girl. This is very personal because it was a lot. And can I also share something else with us? And this is my hot take. Wives, professional in the United Kingdom, y'all ever heard that term WAGs, wives and girlfriends? That was a term that was the first time I had ever heard it was when I lived in London, and we became these big football. All of a sudden it went from Coach Dad watching like the Red Sox and stuff to he's a huge baseball fan to soccer, and our life changed. We had daughters; they became soccer players. He was an exec at ancestry.com. So we had like season tickets to this little club called Fulham, and our everything changed. Um, and everything's changed. So the first time I'd ever in all the magazines, they would always have a section like at the back of Grazia or Hello Magazine about wives and girlfriends. It was like whatever girls were dating, the soccer players, like the big footballers or whatever, and all their shenanigans. This was also the time of Sex in the City. So, drama, fabulousness, wives and girlfriends. Can I just let y'all know? And there have been a few professional athletes and stuff that have sniffed around my family, my sisters. I come from all my sisters fine. I don't know how else to say it. So it was only logical that one would end up sniffing around our house. Like there've been a couple of NFL players like around. Can I just say, and also the second, y'all know my sister Andy went to Duke. The last thing I said to her, and I wrote her a letter, like, here are the 10 things back in the day, we didn't have email children and we didn't have text messaging. My mama wouldn't let me have a pager. So like we wrote letters. I used to like write letters. The last thing, and I wrote her this little cute little letter, 10 things not to do when you go to Duke. I was so proud of her. Like I got to Dartmouth. I went to Dartmouth. She went to Duke. I was very proud of us. And I'm like, here are 10 things not to do. I had decorated, don't date a basketball player. She wasn't on campus 3 weeks. 3 weeks before she was dating some boy, light-skinned boy too. I was like, what is she doing? She didn't listen to a damn thing I said. So let me just say from my own personal life, from just being a Black woman in the United States, watching like all the reality TV shows, don't it seem, and I really want to hear from women my age and older. Because don't act like y'all didn't have some members of the league trying to holler at y'all like back in the 90s and stuff too. So don't act like y'all ain't brushed up against it. Don't it seem to you like it's just and I never use this term. I never use this term because of that one coach who's getting in trouble now for fraud. But y'all remember that coach? She was a Black girl during Girl Boss, Black Girl, Girl Boss. And she had some kind of little program or little mentorship or following. And she had some retreat and they were fixing a place. And she said, that's a low vibrational plate. Y'all remember her? I don't even remember what her name was. Her name was Coach something. So Coach Stormy, was that her name? And she was like, so ever since then, I don't like saying low vibrational. I like to talk about frequencies, but I won't talk about like low vibration. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I don't say low vibrational ever because I just think it's kind of messed up. Then all these love and light, new age white girls like started talking about vibration. Like people, I was like, y'all don't know what you're talking about. And all this comes out of science. And I hate hearing stupid people try to use terminology that I know they don't know the origins of the word or like where it comes from. I can be a bit of a snob that way. Plus, I'm over 50 and shit. So I get aggravated. So this is why I don't use the term vibration, but I'm getting ready to use it now. Okay. Doesn't everything about being married or a girlfriend to an athlete seem like a low vibrational plate? Don't the whole thing seem like a janky, low vibe, low vibe? Yeah, it's quantum physics. It's not woo woo. Exactly. Like, exactly. And y'all, Lord knows I was a humanities major. Lord knows I wasn't nothing but English and American literature. But I study this stuff to the best that I can. And I try not to I understand what I'm able to learn and practice in my own life, but until I'm able to be very articulate about it, like but I just can't stand when a dummy is talking about concepts they don't understand. So, like, that's why I don't really talk about vibration. It's sus, it's sus, it's sus. So, it seems like everything about being a spouse to a celebrity, especially in the world of sports, don't it seem like a low vibrational plate and lifestyle? Don't it seem like low key, nasty and trashy, like some anything could happen at any time? Don't it seem like it all Mr.'s daddy said in Color Public, it all seems so trifling and confused. It does. It seems like no matter it's Cinderella, me too. Me neither. Couldn't do it. My piece couldn't stand it, couldn't take it. I know it. I know I couldn't. It just everything about it seems, yes, you have to sacrifice everything about yourself for the money. I feel like we got such a close look into this shit, into reality TV. That's one of the things that I'm so grateful for that I realized after a little while, like, oh, all watching this just makes me feel bad. Why am I watching it? Couldn't it too much? Yeah, like, oh, that is so what a brilliant way to put it. Yes, like living in a cage of chaos. That's why I like Aisha being truthful about her experience. Me too. I was not mad at her. when she talked about that, I talk about it sometimes. Y'all, I got married when I was very young. Before I knew anything about my own personal power beyond like my intellect and my looks. Like I knew I had like this valuable combination, but I didn't understand enough to embrace what my true personality was all the time and like sit into it. You know, when you're young, it don't even matter what you've been through or how well you survived or persevere. You still a 20-something year old, your frontal lobe hasn't closed up yet. I tell people all the time, like me and Coach Dad, like we're together. I mean, obviously we deeply love each other, but it's a different love now than when we first met. It's a different love now that I've decentered him and I understand my own power. It's very different. It is, and it just so that y'all, that's my hot take on what I feel like it looks like from where I'm sitting to look at that lifestyle of being just in professional sports. But I say, hey, big sis, how's everybody doing? Intuitive Sweet. I love that y'all are all here. I'll be 41 this year, and I totally understood what she meant. I love this phrase. It's different. Yeah, it's different. Now I look at that. I would not want my daughter, and I know. Sadly, I know, I fear that it may be a part of my future too, but I plan on de-emphasizing it. It seems like, yeah, like, and almost we can almost y'all because TMZ is in Washington D.C. covering the reality lifestyle of the political of our politics nation. It seems like being a political wife too or spouse is on some low vibrational shit. I need not say no more on Christy Nome's husband. Okay, we remember all just it just seemed like a low vibrational plate is all I'm saying. Okay. So I hope, and then Glorilla and then Aaron just be, I appreciate Aaron so much for keeping me abreast. And then Glorilla got the nerve to get on the internet. Glorilla, you're another Leo, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna extend you to great. I'm gonna extend you some grace as being a young, unhealed Leo, and I know your ass is unhealed because we done all met your sister. Okay, we all understand Memphis, girl. We get it, girl. We understand. I can't go in too hard on you because Glorilla. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna not go too far or too much on you, Glorilla. But here she go on the internet today laughing at Meg when your man is a whole light skinned NBA player. Girl, I don't mean you can't even girl, she just did something. She did something real flip. So she does a little post and it's basically just three crying, LOL emojis, like laughing out loud. Like yeah, just laughing at Meg. Laughing at Meg. That's all. She took it down. See, these young ones do that crap until it's them. I mean, and if you can't see, like, hey, Naylon, hey, girl, y'all, please put some aliens. Yeah, girl, laughing. Now she changing that light skinned girl. Y'all know. I mean, I really feel like the light skin delegation in general needs to just shut up, like, just be quiet. But I'm just like, the men are demons. I'm sorry, except for my nephews, they demons. Except for my stepdaddy, they demons. Demons. Whoo! I dealt with one in my formative years. Never again. Never again. I beat the track meet. My daughters were runners. I'm not gonna talk about Junior Olympics or JOs or anything. I'll just say my girls are runners. My eldest finishing up her final collegiate track season any week now. I beat the track meet. I used to love the track meet, y'all. I love the track meet so much more than the soccer, as you can imagine. Like I love the track meet. Oh my gosh, if a track meet got started and there was like an MC and tacos and fried fish, oh my God, those are some of the happiest days of being. And in California too, it's just a beautiful melange of just our people, just back when I was still cool with all these other marginalized groups, with the Latin, like just they'd be just our children, and then some Latinos, and then some, the Pacific Islanders, and I just used to love to track meet. But when my girls got old enough to be like interested, be interested in little relationships, little boyfriend, whatever, and I see like the little light skinned boys come out, that like the every now and then, every third one would be a sprinter, and I'd be like, Hallie, come over here, girl, look at him. She goes, Mommy, he's so silly. I was like, girl, no, he could ruin your whole life. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Mommy, stop it. I was like, listen, I'm telling you, things are going really great for you. You want to ruin your life? There's one right there. Ruin your life, girl. I'm telling you, Mommy's telling you what I know. No, I'm serious. Serious, girl. I be telling. One just like that ruined Mommy's life in 8th grade, girl. He had a Jerry curl too, girl. I'm sorry, they're demons because they're dealing with the patriarchy and their weirdness around whiteness and colorism. It's a uniquely fucked up toxic blend, except for my nephew. My cousins Gregory Gerard and my stepdaddy. Other than them, they all demons. I'm telling you, they can knock us down. No, they can't keep us down. And they not gonna keep making the stallion down. They are not gonna keep her down. Y'all. Sometimes I have to tell some of my clients sometimes too. I'm like, listen, your son, girl, I'm telling y'all, Lord, except for ours, they demons, Jerry curls. Yeah, the children don't, the young people don't even know what we're talking about, girl. They can't even imagine what a Jerry curl is. And if they go to look at videos and stuff, they'll still, until we get smell-o-vision, they'll never understand. They will never understand. I'm side-eye girl. Be looking at them crazy. All we can do is raise them to be good people with empathy and to understand consent and to tell them to use their weird powers for good and not for evil, because oh my god, the devastation these fools have wrought. Okay, they have brought some serious, oh my god. And also, and now I'm just gonna be petty. Klay, I live in the Bay Area, and I know we all supposed to like wash you and the Splash Twins, the Splash Brothers. I know. Klay, something weird was going on in here. Something very strange was going on in there. You were a little bit more like weird nerd, like white boy, than you were from dad's side of the family. I always am skeptical, and I feel sorry for biracial children with white mamas. I do. I do. I thought he had escaped the curse. I thought when the parents got involved, but then again, we have to remember who these folk really are. I mean, who is his mom except every other little white girl that's sitting next to the at the draft or whatever? She still is who she is. The dynamic is still what the dynamic. That mama was, yeah, always gonna show out. Yeah, of course. When you think about it, of course, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah, of course. Meg made him better. Sadly, she wanted more for him than he wanted for himself. That is true. That is true. That is so true. You know what really got me? I don't know what part of the story. Y'all tell me the part of the story that really got to y'all. And it's good for us to talk about it because, again, I feel like it's not a single Black woman. And I also feel that this zooms out to something larger as Black women of the 92%. Betrayal. All of this has to do with the same thing. Lemonade. What has just happened to Meg and this massive betrayal from Klay. Yeah, we taking it there. I know it's some men lurking in here. Like that's I know it's gonna be so many men. It's gonna be so many. Always got to be about you, always got to be blah blah blah. Yes, it always has to be about us. Yeah. And we're not gonna hide in shame. Like and another reason. And yes, and it all zooms out to the 92% as far as I'm concerned, Black women. Because also, like Beyonce, like Meg, did we not suffer a massive betrayal from whom? This freaking nation. every time I look at it, I think of the way this nation betrayed us. The way it repaid our work, the way we always gave. That's why we felt. But see, that's just a testament to the goodness and strength of us. Because we will still carry on and persevere and put on a good face and be the good soldier. Will everybody go out and vote? And we're still going to go out and knock on doors and we're going to walk twice as hard. Oh my God. Just always putting on a good face, always just putting everybody on our back and just carrying us over to the finish line. That's what it made me think about. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna complain about it. And we're gonna because there was a time when it was like, that's where the strong black woman shit comes from. Like, not only will we take all this shit, we'll continue to make these motherfuckers look good out here. That's what Dr. Serena Fairfax was doing. Continue to make this motherfucker look good out here until she could endure it no more. I'm sick of this. Like, the weight, the heaviness of the way people just will betray us. Mine was at the kitchen table eating my waffles this morning, talking about, I heard she, girl, the strong black woman schema. Yeah. And to keep us tired, exhausted. Time for boundaries, discernment, and discipline, ladies. Yes. Yeah, and y'all, can I just say right now, they gonna really start talking bad about us at some point. It's gonna go from, it's already gone from, I swear, I feel like so many people and even our own men, a lot of them in our own community, are still dealing with some dabda. They're not quite to acceptance yet, because they went from calling us masculine to now, like, what we all we too masculine, or we're gold diggers, or they don't like us with our hair and our lashes, and we too this and we too that. And what it's getting ready to turn into is, y'all, I'ma just start talking. And people are surprised at how our talk, even my visitor today, even my visitor, like, he's a friend of my husband, and I really like him, like, a lot, but he's dating, so he's going out on a date, and I'm like, he's like, "Okay, I'm getting ready to go on a date." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let me look at you. What are you wearing?" And you could almost tell, like, the shock in his mind, like, that somebody would be judging what he was wearing. Like, yeah, I'm serious. Like, and I just talked away. I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm about to, well, I was like, "Is this all you brought?" He's like, "No, but, like, I wear this other thing." And I was like, "Yeah, don't wear that." He was so shocked. He was so upset. And I'm like, "Yeah, she don't wanna know about your fashion or your none of that yet. You wait, let me see this. What are we gonna do about these gender wars between men and women?" Oh, it's this thing that we call organized indifference. We remove our energy from things that don't serve us. I don't know that I wanna be in a conversation, in some kind of gender conversation, whenever men, I'm telling y'all, whenever men, especially other creators or other people that I meet out here, did I not tell y'all about this? I'll never forget at Expo West. Y'all know I was out there with okra, the sparkling okra water. We'll be back up on with a commission link on TikTok as soon as we can. They're expanding in some different grocery stores and stuff. Like, he wasn't gonna put his best foot forward, and like, he was shocked that, like, he would be judged by that. And I was like, "Yeah, what?" And it's not that he wasn't trying, but I mean, he wasn't trying. And I let him know. And I was like, "Oh, well, okay. Well, it's too late now. You gotta go. You're gonna be late. And don't put that other shirt on because that's ugly." Like, yeah, I'm a big, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the critique is gonna be, because where I'm going with this is, I'm just teaching every sister friend, every child of mine, my sisters, to be cold as ice. Save your love and your warm feelings for your girlfriends. Save your forgiveness for your sister friends, your girlfriends. Save your energy for cultivating, like, the best, most positive, interesting women you can to have around you, and be like a cutthroat, accountant, mercenary, warrior princess about your heart and protecting it. I'm trying to train my girls to where your heart don't even work unless a man is showing, like, a massive effort to keep you entertained and to make your life easier. comes up with solutions, and they're gonna start calling us cold-hearted, and they're gonna start calling us ice cold. I don't care. I don't care. Because there's the stoniest, coldest woman that I've ever met has always has like a warm spot. And I say just save the warmth for the people that have earned it. Sometimes our families haven't even earned our warmth and our attention. I just say save all of the best that we have for the people that are loving and kind and supporting to you. Okay. And I'm teaching, I want the women in my daughters to be ice cold. And I got my work cut out for me with that Libra because she's got a Cancer moon. She's just sweet and likes feelings. She's so sweet and fun loving. It's going to be the work of my life teaching her to protect her heart. Doing my best. I'm trying. It's going to be the work of my life. Now, one of them I ain't got to worry about. The dark gift is strong in that one. It is. It is. I just got to figure out how to teach the Libra. It's hard with Libras because they like pretty things and happiness, and they want everybody to be, must always be trying to like fix the balance, and they're just loving and fun loving. I just want everybody to be like, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but so that's scary Scorpio. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm cut out for it. I was born for this. I was born for this work. Y'all don't know who raised me. I got a whole meanness curriculum. Not the sweet one. Not this sweet one. That's Grandma Halicue. That's sweetness and sewing quilts and mother. The way they used to call her. Like not her. No. This one. This grandma. Look just like the sweetest lady alive, doesn't she? Just as sweet. Wasn't none sweet. Wasn't none sweet. That's okay. She taught me Bibles full of truths I've learned, and I got the manual and the manuscript. This is all knowledge that I'm just going to make sure that they have, and then they can do with it what they will when they're ready. Okay. There's a baby of three brothers. Good. The hate runs deep. Good. At least she's got a whole force around her, which is excellent. Lanky Lou may turn out to be Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, perhaps. Oh, the most lethal, sweetest, most lethal one. Oh, new welcome. So the review and the reliving of Lemonade after 10 years, looking back now, looking at and then to see it has made me think of every young woman who has ever cried in my arms, any of my sisters that ever went through something crazy, stuff my daughters have gone through. Oh, when I think about stuff my sisters have done. We just trying to make these good decisions about relationships. We've been taught on one hand you're supposed to grow with a man, but he you could literally help this man build an empire. He could turn around and want to start a new family like the next day. That's what my dad kept doing, just kept starting new families and other new families, all to punish my mom, like all to like hurt her. Everything about what Meg went through was real, and that betrayal was real. And what do we do about it? What does this mean for us? I think what it means for us as Black women, yeah, no time, Lil' Kim, if only had, oh, girl. Yes, let me just, yes, that's the long and short of it. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I told y'all about when I met my brother from another mother. I know I told y'all that, right? Oh my God. My dad just went around the world, just new family, new family, new family. Never got over my mom, new family, new family, new family. And he was going to keep sowing destruction. Yeah, it's time to lock in. So what does this mean for us as Black women? As we look back on this and we see our girl, I don't know if y'all saw the video, like I just put it up on my stories. Meg was finishing one of her shows because the show must go on, and I'm glad it's going on too. Here's what we had to look forward to. First of all, I didn't even put this on the outline. We were going to talk about, first of all, she's my little sis. My heart broke when he cheated on her. She come crying like a baby. Girl, doesn't it remind you of any time your sister or your daughter came home crying over some dumb shit a boy did? I love this stuff. I got to be honest. I was made for this. I think it's only because like nobody ever did it for me. So I was like, I need to be the adult that and the mom that I just didn't have in that way. I will never forget. I'm not gonna say I only have 2 daughters. I'll just a young woman that lives in this house. This was way after she had broken up, like with her little high school boyfriend or whatever. She had been moved on. She's also a Libra. Libras are very flirtatious and they like to be social. So this little girl couldn't even act like she was upset over anything this boy was doing. But man, he messed around and she had been gone off to college. He was a senior. Like they had dated when he was a junior. She was a senior anyway. He put somebody else on his Instagram feed. Here she is at college. Like she's literally at college dating and just having a good time. Blah, 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 blah. And I can't believe, did you say blah, 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 blah? And I was like, hun, how dare he not die when you went to college? We all expected him girl to just lay down and die and put himself in a grave. How dare he? Here you are at the lacrosse formal with some boy named Anderson, and he decided to take some little girl to the In-N-Out Burger. And girl, how come he didn't die? I love this stuff. I love the dating stuff, but on a very serious note, we're doing things very differently. We're removing our energy. What did we see? What has Meg done? She is already continuing to work. And again, I blame myself that we didn't know something was terribly off when she fainted at the Broadway musical. And she passed out and she had to go to the hospital. We should have known. We should have known. I don't know. Did y'all know? I didn't know. Did y'all know? We should have known. I didn't know. All I know is first of all, the most immediate benefit we are going to get, and I want for everyone to get into this. Hot girl summer is going to be a hot girl summer unlike any we have ever experienced ever. I'm an OG hottie. It's only so much shenanigans and fuckery like I can get up to. I am going to be here for the young women. I'm going to be out for here. I think I think that Meg may reopen the Hottie Academy. Hottie Boot Camp may come back. If Meg actually had a fitness program called Hottie Boot Camp, do you know my ass? I would actually pay her. I would give her my money. Hot Girl Summer is about to be amazing. The music is about to be revolutionary. I can see her and Cardi on a track right now, and I'm sure her and Beyonce, yeah, girl, order your new bikinis, girl. Get your merchandise and get your gear. Order. That's right, because don't she got a new line? That's right, she got a new line. Play the music. Support the lines. Buy the Popeyes. Buy the Popeyes. Be inspired. New music, pretty outfits, maybe some lipstick. Speaking of which, my new favorite. Where's my new lipstick out here? God, I love this, y'all. This is a balm. It's a really pigmented balm. Correct. We're going into Taurus season on Meg's behalf. Put on the good lipstick. Use the good products. Please. All the good stuff. Did I put it up here? It's called Violette. Oh, it's so cute. It's definitely in my showcase. But it's not hard and pasty. It's like a little lip balm. But it comes across like real matte because y'all know I've been liking the bold lip. But girl, this like matte lipstick be wearing your lips out. I haven't found a soft one yet, so that's gonna be the first thing we get. But y'all, we are rebuilding these systems and we are re-educating the young people. I hope that this turns on and this inspires the auntie in all of us. Give these young women this game. Bring them over here. Get back on the group text and the group chat. I got to get back on the group chat with my girlfriends from college. I've been such a horrible, just out of the loop friend. Teach these young women this game. Talk about it. Share about it with them. Get the young women, your little sisters in your life on the group text and be dropped. Just send them the videos. Tell them you ain't even got to get on the phone with me about this. Just here. It is okay. It's not hardening our heart because we don't want our heart to harden. Black women already suffer disproportionately from cardiovascular disease, but we're forming some protection around our heart. Okay, I need some girlfriends. I'm good. Yeah, girl. Like reinvest there. If you have a husband, start immediately decentering him. That doesn't mean you don't love your husband and you don't have a loving relationship. I promise you, start decentering and see how good your relationship gets. It'll either show you the truth of your relationship, or it will take it into a new dimension. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Seriously. Really. Honestly. I'm just being honest with you. In all ways. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Let me read these comments. Hey, Robbie Gems. I like that. In fact, San Antonio. Yes. Auntie will pull up to the group chat with a straight game. Just be, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Elf literally stole a black girl's entire, like, paying with it. It was a beautiful concept, packaging. And you know what? You know what her savior is going to be and what's going to bring her that next opportunity. Do you think, what does she do? This is why I want y'all to be Black girl podcasters. Please get your mics and get your equipment. I got all kinds of good stuff in here. And thank you all for joining us. Aaron, we missed you on Friday. That was Big Sister's fault because I last minute like changed the time and I left it. But y'all, this is why we need more Black women on the mic talking, sharing. I'm so glad y'all brought that up about the young woman who literally swagger jacked her like in real time. Elf, like literally in real time. Her slogan, her catchphrase, damn near her packaging, like all of it. But you know what is going to be what opened a portal to new opportunities for her and virality for her? Y'all know what it was? Getting on the mic and talking about it, doing her own lemonade about it. Doing what Black women of the 92% are doing about it. Do what Megan Thee Stallion, when Klay cheated. By the way, Klay Thompson is a cheating ass light-skinned cheater. Okay. Who we can now admit has a fucked up grill, who never deserved her freaking fried catfish. He never deserved her spaghetti and catfish. Oh my God, do you know how much a woman has got to love you to fry fish? Like Meg Thee Stallion even has time to fry fish. Do y'all know what y'all know why we have to wear hair nets and bonnets and shit like sometimes when we cook? Cause y'all ever like cook catfish? It stay in your hair and in your clothes, and she fried fish for that man. Oh my God, I'll never forgive him. Never forgive him. Never forgive him. Never forgive him. Seriously. Yeah, when she could have her own chef. Oh my God. Here's another thing. Do y'all know how much your back hurts after you have cooked a Thanksgiving meal for a family? Y'all know how much your feet hurt and your back hurt. That's why I'm getting this close. If my daughters weren't asking me for gumbo at Thanksgiving, I swear to God, I would outsource it. I grew up in Mississippi where we just cook all the, like, oh my God, the way your back hurt and your feet hurt after cooking a Thanksgiving dinner. I'll never forgive him. Black women have done all the forgiving we're going to do, just so everybody knows. And that's because of what Klay Thompson, if you were encountering a Black woman in your life and she seems like, damn, like Raylene is acting real. Like, what is with her? We're mad. This is just a big reminder. They don't deserve nothing. Klay Thompson with your funny looking self, talented. It turns out you're not disciplined. I hate when I give a man credit for something and he ain't that thing. I hate that. Like that's why y'all, I can't really deal with even knowing more than 5 men at a time in any given milieu, because you give them credit and what do? They just end up being typical and stereotypical. That's why it's only 5 spaces. And I like to leave 1 or 2 vacant in case so I can be moving people in and out. Seriously. And there was another question about earlier about like, well, this gender wars. Ain't no gender wars. Black women aren't at war with anything. We're not at war with anything except dry skin and dehydration. That's it. We're not at war with like anybody. We refuse. We just refuse. We just pull ourselves back. And we damn sure, especially in these attempts, because I swear I feel like that's some kind of attempt to humble her and to humble Black women. And there are a lot of, and again, y'all know I don't like using terms like low vibrational, but it's a lot of men on the mic laughing and shit, like laughing at Meg. Oh my God, remove our energy, remove our energy, remove our energy. The same way we as Black women in the 92% remove our energy from leftists and they bullshit. Okay? Seriously, yes. Everybody get your drinks. Hydration break. Yes, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. I'm having broth as we speak. What are we even drinking? Is there anything good? Y'all get your okra water out. Get your okra water. I need to have my Black Girl Vitamins chlorophyll water. That is what I need. I've already had 1 glass of it. I'm not going to have any more chlorophyll water. Let's take a break and I'll show y'all my new nails. These are my, have y'all seen these? These are my regular, these are my favorite, like regular nails. I love like a gold detail. And these are from Glamnetic. They're the I Am a Rich Man collection. Oh, thank you for that little reset. Let's have some beverages. Let me have some broth. Y'all, welcome to the Sunshine Report. Welcome to the Sunshine Report. I love seeing y'all. Girl, I saw Hassan Piker talking about it. Ew. I told somebody else was going, like somebody else that I kind of like. I'm just coming full. I'm like, whenever, and you know, and the reason they're trying to demonize Hassan Piker, I'm always down in the chat. I'm like, excuse me. Hi. On behalf of Black women, it's a no on him. Just so y'all know, it's a no. It's never going to happen. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no from us. It's a no. And I just came and I'm just here on behalf of Black women in the 92%. And I'm just here to just relay the message. The answer is a, let me check and see if there's been an update. No, that's still a no on us. Okay. We're disengaging. We're not doing it. I love the way, girl, my clicker is actually putting its own stickers up. Impressive. Y'all, come on in. Yeah, everybody's going to be talking about it. Yeah, girl, exactly. I don't see it. We don't need a Joe. Like, the left needs a Joe Rogan. No, we don't. We need more Black women on the mic. That's what we need. We need more Black women on the mic. Okay. You know what? And in honor of Megan, I think we should take everything as a sign. We should take everything as a sign. What I'm most proud about with Lemonade 10 years later is that Beyonce gave us a soundtrack to what it is like for us to carry the heavy weight and burden of not only past betrayals, but betrayals that we know gonna happen. Like, y'all know the way, y'all know I'm deconstructed, but y'all know the way the story goes that Jesus, JC said, like the night before he was gonna be crucified, he said, I know one of you hoes is gonna betray me. That's literally what it's like being a Black woman. Like, seriously. And that's not sacrilege. I'm just saying we resonate with what he was going through. That's all. We just, you know what? I literally so much of like being a Black woman. That's what it's about. Like, no, one of you hoes is gonna betray me, and it's probably gonna be the person that's lying next to me at night. It's probably gonna be the person for whom I had a baby. It's gonna be the person for whom I made damn Thanksgiving dinner for your family, and that's coming out whole on the other side. Okay. Y'all know, because I don't mean to be, y'all know I'm deconstructed, but I don't ever want to be disrespectful. But that's all we need is more Black women on the mic. Hassan Piker, exactly. Hassan Piker who? No, we just need more Black women on the mic. Girl, take this as a sign. Get your mic. Take the broadcast as a sign. Take the Sunshine Report, Black women in the 92%. Take it as a sign. We need more of us talking. We need more of us making news, reading the news, interpreting the news, sharing and spreading the news. Girl, start using it, Mimi. Stop being selfish. Share your light. If you bought it, Mimi, I don't even know you like that, but I bet you like to talk. It's something you like to talk about. It's something you could start talking about right now and talk all day. I know a yapper. I'm a yapper certified, but seriously, board certified yapper right here. No, I ain't seen the MJ movie yet. I'm gonna have to go by myself. Everybody tripping about taking me to the movie. Even one of my girlfriends, one of my Black girlfriends too, one of my 92% girlfriends is like, I don't know, girl, Michael Jackson, his crimes against children. I was like, but I feel like we got to go for the culture. Like, I kind of feel like we got to go. I was like, this might be the next Color Purple or the next Players Club. Like, this might be in the zeitgeist. I feel like I got to go see it. I bet it was good. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go see it. I got to figure out. I haven't gone to the movies by myself in a long time, but I'm gonna go see it during the week. We need to, yeah, I want to, I need to see it because of the culture and a time, and it was a time and place in history. It was a time, like it was a time and place, and I feel like I kind of gotta go see it. But I want for us to start right now, start the journey, put your narrative out there. That's what Meg did. Meg could have sat back. This fool betrayed her in front of everybody, in front of everybody, and she could have kept quiet on it. She couldn't have she could have kept quiet on it, like she was scared, or like she was shamed. And what happened? She shared it. She, in a brief sentence. It was an IG press release for real, girl. She didn't even, girl, I don't even think she did. She didn't even do I mean, her little team did a little press release like afterwards. But girl, she wrote that shit out on her stories. She wrote it out on her stories, and very, you could tell she went to college, in very succinct language. As much as I love to talk, I love concise language. I do. I love concise language. Also to get you excited to start creating and getting on the mic. Let me just put the light up. This light costs literally less than $15, girl. If you already got a mic, get yourself a light and start talking. I'm gonna start getting impatient with y'all. I'm gonna start getting impatient. I'm gonna be delivering something to us to help us get on the mic and be visible. We need to be visible. We not shirking. We not hiding. Ain't no more shame. Ain't no more like attacking us like that or making us feel bad for them being shitty individuals. How are we supposed to feel bad? That's how they had us programmed for a long time. How are we supposed to feel bad for them being a shitty individual? I'm glad she spoke about it. I'm glad she talked about it, because now we're talking about it. Now we're going over old stuff that probably needed to be aired out and hung out in the sunshine, because we didn't do nothing wrong. We didn't do nothing wrong. We were doing the best we could with what we had. And a lot of times we were operating, especially when it comes to like intimate relationships, operating under a lie. Under a lot, seriously. Like a lie, operating under a whole lie. They be gaslighting us the way this nation like gaslit black women. Oh my God. And we're gonna get all kind of benefits from this. Megan, her life is about to hit into the stratosphere. Now I gotta figure out, because she's a lover girl. Oh my God, she made that song for that boy. You know what? Yeah, we're never gonna forgive Klay. The way I'm not ever going to forgive this nation. Somebody asked me about that. They heard me say that I said I will never forgive Republicans. I will never forgive Republicans. I'm not saying Klay Thompson is a Republican or they're exactly the same, but they make me feel the same way right now. As far as I'm concerned, they right here. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't even know how he voted. Why would I believe he would vote any other way considering the way he acts? I mean, y'all ain't heard it from me. Y'all know Coach Dad don't want me getting on here with conspiracy theories, but how do I know it's not true? I'm just asking questions. Somebody said, and like, you'll never forgive. That's kind of harsh. I was like, no, it's not. I'm not in control of who I forgive anyway. I've forgiven people before, but it's not like I tried to do it, or I wanted to do it, or I intended to do it. The forgiveness kind of descended over me. And I realized, oh, okay, all I got to do is take care of myself, be good and kind to myself, and forgiving myself, and be on my healing journey and try to be the best me I can be. And oh, if the forgiveness is supposed to happen, it'll happen. I know, because that's how it happened for me. It descended over me. In the meanwhile, I'm never forgiving Republicans, and I damn sure ain't never gonna forgive Klay Thompson. I'll never forgive them. And somebody got into me about that. Well, that's kind of harsh, and I'm like, well, what? Considering what we have gone through and dealt with as Black women, are you kidding me? Again, you all are all welcome. How dare you? Yeah, oh well. Yeah, forgiveness is for you, not the other person. Don't bully. Yeah, you can't compel people into forgiving, and that's another thing Black women have been. That's one of the main reasons I deconstructed, because it seems like it's just too, the way that whole thing is set up, the way the religion is set up, the oppressor's religion is set up to make us automatically forgive. It's a religion that's set up that says if you don't just smooth over what I did to you, you're going to hell. Oh, sorry. My mind don't operate like that. That's okay. Yeah, and also forgiving people don't even ask for it. And speaking of for and asking for it, if there's one thing I can always tell the boy or the man that's gonna circle the block. That's gonna circle the block. And I'm gonna tell y'all like I tell my sisters, I can tell Klay Thompson gonna be one of these ones that circle the block. He gonna circle the block. She's gonna get her next thing. She's gonna get her next accolade, her next big contract, her next big project, and that's when his ass gonna say he gonna circle back around. He gonna circle back around. I don't know what he thought he was doing, but he's gonna circle back around. And I'm just saying, this insult has been very major. It has been very rare that I've seen somebody perpetrate this big of an insult without suffering some severe consequences on the other side. And he's an athlete too, boy. The repercussions could come real fast. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna take away his career from him. Like, obviously, he has like a great, like he had a career or whatever. But yeah. It's. I'm just saying. I know there have been some times when somebody's done something wrong to me or mine, and I'm like, oh, I don't even have to do any work because that's gonna be horrible for them. Like when that comes back around. Yeah, mate, the saxophone's fine, and the saxophone's gonna get hot fast. How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet the saxophones get fast, like get hot real fast? I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe it. And y'all, we have to talk about this, and I'm happy to go back and talk about the massive betrayal. It made me feel so good to see her get this crazy standing ovation. Y'all go look at my stories and look at it. She got this crazy standing ovation very recently. Certainly, it seems like since people found out. This is what I gather. This is what based on the timing of I saw in the video. She gets a standing ovation at the end of the show. Y'all, you could just tell she had been dealing with it. Jasmine Garden is said 8 to 9 months until I believe it. It's coming, and he gonna circle back, and I hope he makes the biggest fool out of him. I hope she makes the biggest fool out of him. What do you mean by horrible mood swings, Meg? Do you need my girl? That's when I said I wasn't gonna say nothing about root workers and stuff. I said I wasn't gonna say nothing. I said I wasn't gonna say nothing. Sometimes these things are warranted. Because what you mean you was me? What? She The reason he was able to walk out of there with his head high after this last season was because who he was with. Bro, what nobody she did everything she did for him was an upgrade. She literally upgraded his entire existence. He got the hoodoo Etsy wishes, and yeah, it's about to be awful, Mimi, on him. Yeah, it's bad. I'm on him too. Bruh, it would be so much better when people like me didn't even know who you were. I loved at the end of her performance, y'all. I put it on my story. So she's getting the standing ovation and she is crying because clearly the energy is different. She could clearly feel that it was all they could do at the time to say I love like I love you, we support you. And basically what it felt like too was, girl, we done all been there. Look at you Zidler on Broadway, girl. Look at you. Yeah, exactly. Like somebody like me. I mean, I knew who he was, kind of, but I'm a soccer mom. There's only so much energy I have to give sports and shit. Like in these days, I mean, Coach Dad just be talking to me the way he used to be talking to my ear when we were like 20 some years old at the baseball game. And I'm like, babe, I love you. I don't care. I love you. I don't care. I love you. I don't care. No, she lifted him up. They always forget who the real is or where the real magic is. Yes. I feel like he had to humble her because she's raising, yeah, and he's fading out. He's about to fade out fast too. That was a huge mistake. His life could have been blessed. He could have been. He threw away a jewel. He literally took a jewel and cast it away. And the universe does not like that. Oh, Mimi B says, I'm a basketball girly. I hated him for more than a decade, and he has solidified that hate. That's the right. I forget. A lot of people hated Golden State. Same. I didn't know who he was before Megan. He's torn both his Achilles. He's done. It's about to be obvious. Ah, man, I had hoped. Woo! Wow. Truly, I don't think I felt like this. It's an interesting feeling. I don't think I felt like this since Lemonade and finding out about what Jay-Z did to Beyonce, and I haven't felt like this or had something be this resonant to how we felt at the end of, the election in 2024 since this. Hey, Kendra Bunny. I love seeing your name. It's a beautiful name. Nate Lita, what's going on? Miss Coco. Yeah. This one was nasty, and, Halicue, hello, girl. Oh, to wake up to this news was so sad. I told him over on Instagram, I said, "I'm tired." Big sis did not need this. This girl did not deserve this. I could have dealt with them just breaking up or him being like he's too much of a nerd or we're too alike. I ain't never, this also confirms something else. I don't know how I feel about the same sign dating the same sign. I always felt like that was weird. I've never gotten that. I guess because Leos are so over here on the YouTube, he got some color purple karma coming. Oh, yes. And excellent advice again. This is what we do. We call our energy back and we use it for ourselves. Wise words have never been spoken, girl. I'm gonna show on the stream. Let's see if I can put that up. Yeah. Yeah. It was bad, but girl, yeah, a hot girl summer is about to be better than ever. I'm gonna try to get my knees back in as good a working order as I can so I can participate as much as appropriate during the hot girl festivities. I know that's right. I know we about to have ourselves a good time. We are gonna transmute all of this messed up energy and we are going to get on the mic. Y'all get your mics and tell your stories the way the young woman from Elf opened up an entire new array of opportunities for herself and her brand was by talking about it, by saying this was a crime and this was done against me. That's what I felt like Meg's little update was. This is the crime this waffle colored ninja perpetrated against me. I love that. I love the way she was like, it was because of this and because of this. Y'all saw the way this fool had me cooking for his family. Y'all saw the way they received me, and y'all saw where he was coming from. I love that she said it because the shame is on him. There is shame in this equation. It ain't hers. It lies at his ugly feet, and I know his feet are ugly. I know they are. Yeah, girl. And if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what to tell you. But he's making all of us look stupid. Actually, and then I get like that's another reason I'm mad at him because then I get into an argument in my mind and I'm like, do we even accept him over here? Because we're foundational Black Americans over here. Somebody from his family is from an island or something. And I don't even know if I even want him to sit over here with us. I was willing to overlook that when they were dating. And I'm like, but you and Drake, all of y'all are all of the same. Y'all just problematic. I don't even know if I want to sit you over here, but oh, they taking L's. And then I'm like, I don't even know I want to be on your team. You don't even count. I don't even think you go here for real. And then I'm like, but my daughters are biracial. But then I'm like, but they mama's Black. So I got Black biracials. Ooh, I hate when other people's behavior. My original instinct was right. Men that look like him are just problematic. Oh, I know they are. We are. But then I'm looking for any reason to like cast him out, but at the same time, like, come over here and let me tell you why you wrong. Oh my God. Find Becky with the good hair and go ruin her life. Go find some other woman that wants to live. That's another reason I think the whole lifestyle is y'all know I hate this term, but love vibrational. They're saying he was with a woman when he was late picking her up at the airport. I believe anything. I believe he's capable of anything. Man, call Cardi. Call Cardi. Meg, it is totally okay to go see that lady. You've already got the energy of millions of hotties like behind you wherever you want to call Cardi. Yes, and B. And let's get this next album, girl. Give us a frequency that we can all get on. Cause they don't, that's why we create the Sunshine Report. We would just give us a frequency we can all get on, girl. Please. Hey, Nikki, how are you doing? Oh, you're one of my faves. Yeah, he can't handle pressure. And sometimes like they really can't. They can absolutely handle being the man on their own. They cannot handle, some men truly aren't able to handle like a fair and equal and an equitable partner beside them. Some of them really can't. Clearly we see that. Or now he's high on his own supply. He actually thinks he's cool now. He actually thinks he's cool now. That's what happens when women are quiet and we don't say the thing we need to say. Girl, his grill is kind of jacked up though. And his career is on the wane. And girl, maybe that's like this professional sports ball lifestyle is low vibrational. Like Coach Stormy said, y'all's plates were. Okay, Cardi, yeah, call Meg, do a sleep over and all to work. Yes. If he's cool, you're right. He ain't never been, he's been many things. He's been accomplished. I don't know about cool. Hey, girl. Hey, Divergent girl. Welcome back. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the whole thing, the whole way it's set up, I don't like to get on here talking about our, black athletes and plantations and stuff. I don't like getting on here, but to me, don't the whole thing seem just low rent and low vibrational? The only people bringing any kind of gloss or any kind of glimpse of any kind of maturity or sense of sophistication or fun to the whole thing is Russell Wilson and fucking Sierra. And y'all see how they castigate him. The whole thing seems like it's just like, you know, my mom, grandma used to say, look at her fingernails and look at the ends of her hair, and then you could tell something about her. There's something about like that NBA, NFL lifestyle that it looks real glitzy on the outside, but if you get it close to that bitch's fingernails, it's dirty under her fingernails. Like the lace is dirty. Yeah, and we see how steady Russell is and how everybody talks shit about him. His wife keep him looking good, greased up, clothes looking good. He's enjoying himself with the children. Oh, yeah, I don't know about Glorilla. But Glorilla got her own problems. Glorilla is still stuck in a mindset of poverty. I don't care what nobody says. And she's a Leo too. She got one of the coldest bars ever that I love it. Um, what is that song? Stop overthinking. These hoes can't touch with you. That's one of the. Sometimes I play that just to play it. Yeah, he'll never outshine her. That Russell is actually a good man, but do y'all see how they demonize him? So to me, I don't know. She says she needs a long break and good for her. Yeah, I love Russell Sincere too. I think it's something fundamentally wrong with you if you got an issue with that. And what do they do? Match make, be trying to put beautiful people together to start families and live a wholesome lifestyle. This whole thing, I just think it just shines a much bigger light on the challenges and what we have had to dealt with in the past with carrying the weight of betrayal. There have been a lot of black content creators talking about it this week. And that's the reason we feel this so heavy. So don't let people make us feel bad about parasocial relationships and those people don't even know you know. Our faves, the stars are archetypes. The way like me being a Leo in astrology, yeah, somebody being a Scorpio, Sagittarius, that's an archetype. And there are things we can learn from our archetypes and our faves. Our archetypes and our faves, and it's okay for us to have this conversation. And the good thing about it is, what are we doing as black women? We are getting on the mic. Yeah, oh my gosh, somebody said about the lifestyle, they literally play games for a living. Brilliant. Let me show that on the stream. Brilliant. Yeah, they play games for a living, except I think he played with the wrong one. I think that was a huge mistake. Oh, I think it was a huge mistake. Horrible, horrible mistake on his part. Like, I'll never forget, one of my good friends broke up with a long-term partner. Thank goodness he didn't move into her house. Hallelujah. We avoided that nightmare. But she was really She was really thoughtful and intentional about how she was ending the whole thing. Thank goodness the whole thing ended. And I said, "Girl, I don't even want to do a whole lot of 'you'll be okay. How are you?'" I was like, "Cuz I really feel sorry for him. He fumbled you. He's the one that lost. You won." I mean, I don't mean to make a competition out of everything. There's no I in team, but there damn sure is the I in win, and I feel like you won. He lost, he fumbled you. So something's bad's gonna happen to him. Y'all, the women on here wishing all kinds of injuries. I got a bad knee myself, so when that my boy, the women are on here wishing him some real specific suffering. And I'm fine with it. Wait, they found a girl. Who's the girl? Silvana, tell y'all. They said they found a girl. Please don't let it be another black woman. Please, 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 please. Why did I say that? I just said that out loud, didn't I? I didn't mean to say that. Y'all, tell who it is. Who is it? I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean- Y'all, it's another, the committee says it's another NBA player, it's another black woman. These internet streets are dead. Are lethal. It's like yeah, these are crazy. Y'all, I don't know how I feel about that. How we feel. So it's just you know what this sounds like to me? And do any of y'all have do any of y'all have any of y'all have high school children? These streets are real. Hey, Tanya, y'all. Okay, so the newest news, breaking fuck the news. She knew he was wig. We all knew, so we know she knew she was a wig. Y'all, somebody get black girl therapists on the line. Somebody get black girl therapists on the line. We need therapy. We need therapy as black women. Please get therapy. Don't beat us. Don't beat this woman. Don't be her. Don't be her. That is a damn shame. That is a damn shame. Where is the y'all? I'm telling y'all, we need therapy. We do. Really, you're right. The police ain't got nothing on. Oh my God. I don't know how I feel about that. I am very sorry that it was another black woman. I really am. I really am. Ew. You know what this reminds me of? It just, do y'all see what I mean when I say the whole ecosystem seems polluted? The whole celebrity, like the entertainment and sports ecosystem, ever since we learned about Diddy, I have always felt this. I first felt this watching that. Y'all remember that show Entourage on TV on HBO? I remember thinking, I don't want my daughter to ever be a model or want to be an actress because it seemed like the whole system is set up just to grind beautiful young women into powder, like, or just to grind them up into hamburger. Don't the whole thing seem gross and incestuous? Like the only why are basketball players the only people that the girlies want to date, or like shooters or other rappers, or yeah, like other entertainers. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how in these, like, what I've noticed in the little high schools around where I live, it doesn't matter if it's a private school, it doesn't matter if it's public school. The popular kids is normally like a group, we call them the bread group, like they white bread, like it's, a little white popular group. It's about 12 to 15 of them. They all only date each other. And then like it'd be different couples, but they just be texting and flirting and dating with each other. But it's a group of 15 and they just keep it in that group of 15. It's very gross. It's very incestuous. It's ew. It's really gross. And that's what it seems like in entertainment, like sports and entertainment. Just one big toilet. Just everybody keeps hitting flush and just the same ish keeps floating around. Good. Ew. Girl, that is disappointed. Yeah, that's the fallout. I mean, that's just fallout. And listen, as someone that has done dirt myself in my younger crazy years, okay, y'all don't act like we didn't do dirt. We haven't done at least somebody dirty once. Come on. Now, this was back in the old days, children. This was back before, and y'all, this is my new favorite. It's not a lipstick. It's not a lipstick. It's like a balm, but it comes across like real matte. And it's Violette. I think it's down in the shopping bag. If it's not down in the shopping bag, it's definitely in my showcase. My favorite thing is somebody that's done dirt myself when I was a younger woman. Long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, it's just kind of gross. I've done dirt before, and she knew exactly what she was doing when she did it. It wasn't no accident. She wasn't convinced to do it. She did it. Everybody trying to it's on. I'm telling you, I can correlate anything to slavery and racism. It is energetic vampirism. Chris Rock, who I detest, who I do not like, said once, and I hate that he was so accurate about this. You remember when he said that's the difference between men and women? A man sees like a friend of his, sees a friend of his in a great relationship, and he thinks, I got to get a girl like that. And a lot of us as Black women coming out of places of poverty, scarcity, did nobody ever turn us on to the game? We think it's not, but like if he's out here without like 3 and 4 baby mamas, which, like there's some realities to that. There's some realities to that. And y'all, thank you for the tapping and thanks for sharing. I appreciate it so much. Hey Creola, girl, enjoy shopping down there. Y'all get y'all some good stuff. I tried to put all the good stuff. I have tons of books in there now, like books that I have read that have been instrumental or that I'm reading. So there's tons of books down there too. Y'all forgive me. We just straight all off. I actually had a conversation planned for us today, and we only got one other thing we got to talk about in the news. That is disappointing. Man, okay, 92%. We on a roll and we doing well, but man, we ain't out the woods yet. Seek therapy. What did Chris Rock say? He said like a man sees like another man like in a great relationship and thinks, I got a girl like that. Women see a woman with a man that looks appealing to her, and she's like, I gotta have him. Ew, girl, that is not sisterly. That's ew. That's some wanting a destiny swap, girl. Just because you messing with underdone waffle Klay Thompson, and I know I'm being hypocritical because it's still a little trying to pretend like it's winter here in California. I ain't got the full benefits of the sun yet. Y'all give me till mid April. Where were we? April, May. Y'all give me till mid May. I'm gonna have it together. I understand it's being hypocritical, but my God. You can't be Meg Thee Stallion. That's so funny. Rappers want to be ball players and ball players want to be rappers. Women are not supposed to participate in this dumb shit. You can't be Meg Thee Stallion, girl, because you messing around with him. Oh, when Klay Thompson circles the block back around Megan, be ruthless. Megan, when he circles the block and he's back in your DMs, be ruthless. Be ruthless. Follow for more lessons in villainy. Follow her divine alchemy. Megan, turn back into the snake girl. More hiss. Yeah, you'll never have her sauce. I know what that is. It is she she was Meg before him. No, so no, ma'am, you will not. Yeah, it's a shame. Plan B, girl. I got to start playing Plan B. Plan B. Y'all know Coach Dad hates it when I play Plan B. Hates it when I play B. That's literally the only song I ever played. He's like, can you? Yeah, she's a generational beauty. She literally, I've almost done a video on how, to me, like she is a beautiful personification of like air. Like she does give true earth goddess like energy. Her body is just so beautiful. Yeah, choose you at all costs. Thank you, her divine alchemy. That truly is the lesson. Choose you first every time. She gives true Mother Earth energy. To me, Olandria gives more fire goddess, and to me, Meg gives more like earth goddess. Like everything is like, because like when we twerk, like you have to be so rooted and so grounded. Yeah, girl, he gonna circle the block, and when he does, he gonna do it in a really messed up, nerdy ass, ridiculous fashion. Hey, burnt toast. Welcome, come on in. This will be the girl. All I'm doing is playing Meg on a loop. That's all I'm doing in mourning as we help her hold her hand through this and get her on to the next. And Meg's gonna be the kind of person, she's a lover girl. She's gonna want a partner, but I'm hoping Meg will like maybe she'll go the way of Eve. You know the way Eve just found her like a little a little English gajillionaire and became a stepmama and had a baby. Like I sometimes I wonder this will be the album of the week, Lemonade for the month. He better not circle back. I'm afraid. Is who a Libra? Now, Cardi's a Libra. Meg is an Aquarius. I really felt some kind of way about two Aquarians. It was one of the first time I was like, how is that gonna work? I don't believe in y'all know I used to be a matchmaker. No, like I don't know if I believe in signs marrying each other. Like Coach Dad is Leo rising, and that's problematic enough. That's problematic enough. Like being married to a man with like Libra sun, like Leo rising. I'm up to it. Yeah, gotcha. No. Cardi's a Libra, Meg is an Aquarius. Glow is a I mean, I don't really count Glow with that. There's levels to this shit. I like Glorilla, but she's not Cardi, she's not Meg. But she's a Leo, which is why I hate to see her on her low octave shit. There we go. That's wonderful. That's good medicine right there, y'all. That is good medicine, making a good playlist. I call it sign dipping. Yeah, I don't like it either. It's weird. I don't even know. I could not be married to another Leo man. Leo men are to be like funny friends. They're great as casual acquaintances. Awesome. They're so much fun. Like there was a Leo dad that was on the sidelines. He was hilarious. He was so funny. He was so full of energy. He was a yapper too. He was a lawyer, but he also did commentary on like the little NCAA basketball like circuit or whatever. He was a hoot. We used to be talking about like show series ideas and stuff. Hello, beautiful people. Hey, Risa Pieces. Girl, we just got finished dragging Klay Thompson. I'm an Aries, and so was my late spouse. We got very well for 37. Y'all did. I'm impressed. I really am. I've never understood it myself personally, but as my mother said, and not in a pejorative way, like there is a lid for every pot, and sometimes it matches, or sometimes the rest of your chart is so compatible. But I never understand. I don't know. I always worry like when I hear that. And y'all, thank you for letting us talk about that today. I feel like the massive betrayal that Klay just perpetrated on Meg the Stallion, the lie, the deception, the massive lies and deception that Jay-Z, a much older man, like attempted to like bamboozle and humble and deceive Beyonce 10 years ago, and us reflecting on that and reflecting on the album is a broader message to Black women and is resonant. For us as a movement, the 92% movement, because we broke up like with the person that was abusing and lying and deceiving and gaslighting us too. We broke up with this nation. Meg and B should do an album together called Arnold. I get it. I see what you did there. I married within my element, but not my song. There you go. Oh, y'all, thank y'all so much for hanging out. We have one other thing we have to talk about. But that's why I felt it so seriously, because it felt very 92%-ish. It felt very, very much like, yeah, this is why Black women like broke up with the nation. We're really tired of y'all. We're really tired of y'all, and things are about to get real cold out here. Winter is coming. They don't understand. Like Black women, y'all do not understand. Winter is coming, and the North remembers. It's about to be cold out here. I sincerely worry about everybody else's ability to survive, but I'm not worried about us. I'm not worried about black women. It's just Klay is just another example of how they not to be trusted. This nation is never to be trusted. I don't think it's a member of the 92% that thinks, oh, when the election happens, when midterms happen, we may I don't know, we may be able to stave off the zombies for a little while longer so we can continue building our own empire, which is fine with me. I don't know if we're going to fix everything like in this next election. All I know is that we ain't got more to do. I had to get like somebody else straight this weekend too when I was explaining who we are, what the 92% is, what we believe in. And to state it very simply, who is the 92%? We are black women voters. Check our credentials, our resume. This is exit polling data broken out by race, by group, by ethnicity. That's us, black women. And he even said, well, it was a part of your message telling people to get out to vote. I was like, no, it's not a part of my message telling people to get out to vote because we're the 92%. Why would I do that? We don't have any problem voting. That's what we look like all the time. We're not the ones with the problem. Are you asking me if what I do is a part of our platform, the 92% platform, tell these people to vote? No. It's not my job. That's somebody else's job. They don't want to listen to us. No way. So typical. Always trying to decenter us from ourselves. Always. Y'all, welcome in. Danielle, see, girl, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Become a member of our family. I want to see more members of our community. What we're doing today is working through a little bit of the pain and disappointment in waffle colored NBA player Klay Thompson and his flagrant disrespect and deceit of Megan the Stallion, everybody's little niece. Yes, the North remembers Texas here, and come November, I will not be voting for Tallarico. Yeah, they about to find out too. You're going to have to earn our vote. That was one of the 7 crucial decisions, the 7th, as a matter of fact, when black women of the 92%, and again, who are we? Black women voters, but more than that, we are even that group within a group that has a unique sense of psychic perception, intellect, intuition, discernment. I am positive we are going to be the beautiful growing groundswell that produces the next generation of black women superpower and genius in this country. I'm convinced of it. And one of the things we do, thank you, Camille. And one of the things we do is we transmute negative energy. Black women are very tender right now. We are very, very, very tender. We are just emerging from our chrysalis. And the air has hit our wings. We feel a little skittish. We feel a little vulnerable right now out here in these astrological streets. The energy is crazy. The block is hot out here for us. It feels crazy. I'm so glad y'all are here. I want to see this. Yeah, y'all, and show me as many daily heart meets as you can. Has everybody done their daily heart meet for today? Y'all make sure, let me see your daily heart meet. Put a comment in the chat. Join our family. Definitely hit the notifications button. So, every time I go live, every time I make a video, I made like 3 or 4 videos for us this weekend. So y'all go hit the profile and enjoy all the videos. I had a lot to say. Hey, Yvonne, thank you for your daily heart meet. Every time I see that, it makes me very happy. It really does. Oh, I was hoping we would get all of our. I was hoping we got all of our goals today. I don't know if we're going to, but I hope we do. So I can do a rest and inspiration reading for us. But that is who we are. We are the conscience of Black American women. That is who the 92% is. And we have voices across the platforms. I'm one of the founding voices of the movement. We were born the day after Election Day in November of 2024. When we did everything in our power, including giving our money, our time, and our energy, and using the most powerful weapon we had, our vote, to try to keep this country from driving itself off a cliff. And the country seemed determined to commit Harry Carey. So at this point, we're saying, well, go ahead and burn it all down. We're going to be moving differently. We're going to be radically focusing on and centering ourselves. We're going to be removing the last filaments of the mental strangulation and chokehold that the oppressor's religion and the institution of chattel slavery had on us. We've decided we're unlearning the grind. Black women, we are the blueprint. We are the vibranium of this nation. And our contract is up. We done. We finished. That's a wrap. All right. identifying us with labor, only treating us insofar as we work our fingers to the bone. Somebody else can carry that. It's not going to be Black women anymore. We are ritualizing and we are prioritizing our health and wellness. We are celebrating our Black girl genius. Yeah, we made some very important decisions after November 2024. That is who we are. That is what our movement is. And our platform is here. It is on the tube that is you. I want to see everybody following the podcast and joining our newsletter and community over on Substack. I hope to see everybody here every morning for the Sunshine Report. It is our daily news, inspiration, intelligence briefing, getting on our Zoom together, staying focused on ourselves and the big decisions that we made. And I want to see everybody hopefully on Friday at 4:00 for the Black Girl Podcasters, because y'all know I want to see Black women on the mic. We need more Black women speaking. That's how we stay educated. It's how we ascend. It's how we stay on our Zoom. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's how we feel. It's how we heal this nation. We need more Black women's voices out here. Y'all know I just looked up. I had this horrible, it says live giveaway. Am I able to give away something? Okay. I don't know. Y'all, I promise you the second I learn how to like give away like free gifts and stuff, I'll do it. Let me find the mic. I want more of us on the mic. Take this as a sign. I know some of y'all been thinking about getting on the mic and starting. What time in the morning? I get started at 8:30-ish on Monday through Friday, Pacific Standard Time. So it's a nice late morning meeting. And welcome. Come on in. Got to watch the Hoodoo playback. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful watching that. The energy is too strong in Meg's favor. I'm telling you right now. Okay. And if you're in here, something tells me it's a lot of women in here that have something to say. They have a vision, they have a mantle, they have something they want to say. I don't want to be a lone voice out here. If you're a Black woman and you got something you want to say or you have something you want to teach, girl, get on the mic. This is a wireless mic. You could literally walk around your house with it. The only wire that's plugged in is my earphone, so I hear how I sound. And I've already gotten in trouble with the scary Scorpio for being too loud down here. Girl, you got your playlist? Good. Let's go. Get your mic. Let's go. Seriously. Okay, I'm ready. Take it as a sign. I'm going to read to y'all what I read. I try to read it every Friday at Black Girl Podcasters. Black Girl Podcasters, if you have a dream of starting a podcast, or you have hey, Paula, if you have a podcast, thank you for your daily heart me. And if you have a podcast you want to launch, if you already have a podcast and you want to promote it to other Black women, if you want to start a podcast, girl, come hang out with us on Black Girl Podcasters at Friday at 4:00. Okay, it's me, everything Aaron Ashley, and the voice guru Carol. Okay, take this as a sign. If you see me and you hear me right now, remember this. I'm telling you, I love Duran Bernard. I got to be honest. I discovered who he was at the Grammys when he came up and he gave the most beautiful thank you speech ever. I love listening to him. He's got very, very good sense. But I basically took his message and I kind of retrofit it for us, and especially for Black women that want to say something, want to start something. I don't care if it's a blog, I don't care if it's a podcast, girl, I don't care if it's a singing career, your new business, getting a bigger or better job. If you want to talk, it's Sabrina, who is so nice and was so kind. I think I'm gonna bring her to us have a little interview with her if she would. She's a much bigger creator than me, but she was so kind and gracious when I met her. But listen, if you're wondering whether or not you should get on the mic, and I want you to know to every where's my glasses? Y'all know big sis can't see, -11, -14. Oh my God, and these are so dirty. Y'all know Black women, we're covered with a film of oils and creams. So and we like that. So whether or not you should get this microphone and get on the mic, this is the direct, basically from Duran Bernard. I retrofitted a little bit to every Black woman and girl who was ever made to feel like you were too much, you talk too much. Take this as the sign you were looking for. Me, this mic, our movement, our time together, on live together. This is the sign that you need a girl. Get your mic and start talking. You don't need but 50 followers on TikTok, girl, to go live. I forget how many you need on the tube that is you. On Instagram, I don't think you need but like a few followers to go live, girls. Start talking. You can make a podcast for free, girl, over on Substack. It's 10 of us that will follow you right now from the 92% movement, girl, and we'll listen. Please. Okay. Come join us over there. There's a lot of smart Black girls over there. Speaking of Substack, the main Darian just, yes, and I'll give you, thank you, Her Divine Alchemy. Thank you for your patience with me, girl. I appreciate it. Big sister appreciates it. Actually, girl, I'm definitely older than you. My gosh, we all know looking at you, you can't be. Yeah, so y'all, some of y'all look so good. We're so cute. 92%. Y'all just, I be trying to guess everybody's age, so I just assume I'm older than everybody because everybody could be, y'all could be 25 or you could be 75. Y'all know how it is for Black women. Girl asking me what's my scent. I have a couple on rotation right now. My favorite one is right now my main scent for seduction for when I'm feeling my most powerful is Beyonce's Say Noir, the one in the silver bottle, because I really do smell delicious with that. My second favorite right now is Violette by La Labo. And what is my third? My third is a new scent. It smells like a man's cologne. Like I think it's unisex and it's called Cosmos by Bo, House of Bo. Those are my top three. I love a good cologne. I love a good scent. Y'all, girl, you created your own studio. Yes, ma'am. Listen, we got Black Girl Podcasts in here. Girl, I made this corner out of my TV room. I decided everybody else in this house got a damn room. They could close the door. I'm taking over to downstairs. Y'all watch too much TV anyway. Y'all be watching TV on your damn computers anyway. Mommy's going down here. I'm sorry. This makes things difficult for your little get-togethers. This is what I did, girl. I took a picture of this corner. I put it up on ChatGPT. I said, how can I turn this into a place where I can do my lives and record the podcast and record videos for less than $300? And then it gave me links to like where to buy the stuff on Zon. And I brought everything in for a smooth $225, including that strip of wallpaper. And nope, not including my little neon sign. Okay. I already had a really big fancy mic for my podcast. I already had that, but y'all, you don't need to get that. This one is amazing. It is less than $100. There was a time when you could not get a mic. You dang sure couldn't have had no wireless mic that would like work for under $300. And now you got it. You can get a whole soundboard for $75. So do it. It's possible. It is possible to do. You're an engineer. I know, girl. And also, another reason it's good for us to get on the mic. And then I'm gonna get to this fuckery at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and then we're gonna let everybody get on today, they Sunday evenings. I think I'm gonna try to make Coach Dad. I'm gonna think about make Coach Dad take me to go see the Michael Jackson movie. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, get a mic. Just get one. I just saw an interview with Theo Von where he's talking about like his antecedents. Y'all know that rapper, the little biracial rapper Logic. He was asking Theo Von like about his ancestry and his background. I had no idea. I just thought this was just a dumb white man. I had no idea. No, his dad is like one of his dad is like a brown, like I think he's either from Central America or South America, one of those countries or whatever. And I'm like, what? Theo Von, girl, just as dumb, just as thick-mouthed. We need more Black women sharing and expressing their opinions. Please. We need it desperately. Desperately. We do. So please jump on the mic. Please get yourself a mic and jump on here. Please. We need you. I promise we need you. And y'all, let's get ready to wrap up a little bit. We should talk about the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Did y'all read about that mess? So just as I'm trying to calm myself down, I'm planning out. Yeah, girl. Yes. Theo Von. I had no idea. You could tell he was sheepish and shamefaced talking about it because Logic like kept pinning him. He's like, wait, what? Your daddy is what? From where? And he's like, man, welcome to the family. You could tell Theo Von was like, well, not all of that. We need more. Hey, Dita Queen, thank you for, yeah, girl, yes. Yes. And then Logic said, oh, so you're technically you biracial. Theo Von's dumbass said, but I don't, no. I don't have dual citizenship. They so stupid. Y'all, and so with the White House Correspondents' Dinner, I got started today, and everybody, welcome to the Sunshine Report. This is our special weekend review where we take all of the messed up news stories and we take it and we transmute it, and we do a lot of return to sender work, and we go through the mess and we pick out the little golden threads that are useful and good for us as Black women in the 92%. And just as we were processing, and I'm planning our live for this morning for us to talk about like the 10-year anniversary of Lemonade, talk about Klay Thompson and his just horrible, hey, the Align, his horrible betrayal of Meg the Stallion and how that feels to us as Black women, because we've dealt with a fair bit of betrayal, especially within our own personal relationships, sometimes within our own community. And absolutely from this nation. They say they started shooting. They say, y'all hang on one second. I think I got some movement in the bullpen here. Hang on for a second. Oh, I'm not going to end it. I just want to pause it. Hold on. Oh, sometimes when folks come downstairs, it's because they're coming down to chit chat with me. Hey, everybody. Hey, Gwendolyn. Yeah, it was wild. So as we're dealing with that, and I'm like, okay, everybody wants to talk about this now. Should I go live now? No. I'm going to save it. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Then I hear they shooting down at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So let me just say off the top, the White House Correspondents' Dinner, what used to be known in Washington, D.C. as Nerd Prom. Y'all know I used to be I'm a political nerd from way back. I was in deep. Yes, Divergent One. Basically, I was smartest girl in class. Divergent One, I'm gonna go ahead and pin that comment because I think I'm picking up what you putting down. It was staged. It's all for distraction of the war and everything else going on. Correct. Thank you for giving us that brilliant just summation, because that's what it is. Coach Dad was like, are you really gonna get in here and say that? I was like, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna say that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What does 92%, what all Jake do is what? Front and lie. Everything that comes out of there, everything they do is a stunt. That's why I call their president, not our president, it's their president, is a stunt queen. I call him the stunt queen in chief. Because all he knows how to do is create stunts. Shell, smartest girl in class. What does she do? What does Shell do? What kind of transmutation does Shell do? Shell says, I laughed my ass off last night. LOL emoji, LOL emoji, LOL emoji. You said, Lord, please forgive me, because it was funny. It's all a joke. It's all cheese day. Cheese day, joke. It's all jokes. It's all a mess. It's a stunt. He creates illusions for his base. Exactly. They so stupid. They so dumb that they will listen to the ideas and opinions of a Theo Von, of an Alex Jones, over a Marjorie Taylor Greene. Y'all remember that's the bitch that was talking about Jewish space lasers. I'm supposed to take this bitch seriously? And I'm supposed to welcome her into the fold? Fuck no. It'll never happen. Forgive my language. I know it's Sunday. Never. These men need to go. Yes, I'm tired of us having to go heal after getting caught in a pothole. Correct. Crystal says she was hollering. Yeah, it's not even believable. Aaron says every time his poll numbers go down, a stunt. Correct. Neurodivergent. Y'all are all on point. Absolutely not. Exactly. Never gonna happen. That's all it is stunts and shows, and they taking it seriously. I went over to the Guardian. I said, oh, Lord, the Guardian is taking this shit seriously? Suspected gunman likely targeting Trump administration. I said his name. God damn it. Oh, God. The stunt queen in chief. Okay. All right, let's take a moment to cleanse this. Y'all know I'm deconstructed. I rebuke It in the name. I rebuke that sentient sack of pig guts that calls itself the president of this nation and his snake-eyed Slovenian titty model of a wife and his genetic experiment of a son that was cooked up in a Russian lab. I rebuke it. And that's on Black Girl Vitamins. That is on Black Girl Vitamins. This is a new probiotic. It's wonderful. It tastes like cranberries and pineapples. Woohoo! I need to take my vitamins anyway. They're trying to catch me out here. They're not going to get me. They're not going to get me. I know y'all call these my stress vitamins. They're such bad actors. They tried to rush y'all stunt queen off the stage. He fell down on the ground because he can't walk. Y'all can't move him like that. They said they got JD Vance out of there before they got stunt queen out of there. It's a picture of Melania. Sis, I'm trying to bake a cake. What you call her? Snake-eyed Slovenian titty model. Because that's what she is. Talking about she came here on an Einstein visa. Bitch ain't never done nothing except look at the world like this. Well, this to do it. How does it work? Bitch can't open her eyes. She can't talk. We finding out all her little nasty, little dirty secrets. Y'all know Italian men love to talk. They love to talk. The Zampoli, whatever his name is, the one that brought her over when she was a young model, trafficked her over here, supposedly introduced her. It's a toss-up as to whether or not the reason that man has all of the Zampoli guy, the one that the girl, what's her name, Ungaro, is like airing out. All Melania is like dirty laundry. All that they gave the administration gave him a job so he would stay quiet about where Melania comes from. Her ass was trafficked over here from like Eastern Europe, just like all them other girls when the Russian wave happened. Yeah, she had her own press conference, girl. She waddled out there, and that girl, she got her good suit out and like waddled out, girl, a whole 304. I'm being nice and respectful when I say titty model. Oh my gosh. Somebody said, oh, they said over here, they said, is this Golden? Who is this? Golden Lady. Golden Lady says, when I saw them all showing up to the dinner, all well behaved, I knew there was going to be some mess. He never attended that dinner. Correct. And let's go back into the past. He's too thin-skinned. The last time he showed up at that damn dinner was when Barack Obama roasted his ass. And God, at the time, I laughed my ass off. I had no idea how sorry I would be that happened. That just opened the gates. When that man sat there being embarrassed by Barack Obama, every white man that has never lived up to the potential and to the lie that the oppressors put forth about supremacy. That's how we got this backlash. That's how we got here. Right. He hasn't been back since Seth and Barack Obama roasted the fuck out of him. He can't be at stuff like that. He has no sense of humor. Narcissists don't have a sense of humor. If they ever try to pretend like they have a sense of humor, they have a tendency to focus on like really gross, dark, gory stuff. You know, that's why he always likes to talk about the awful ways people are unalived or sexually assaulted. He's a vile, vile, vile. Exactly. And it. Oh my gosh. And so what do we hear? Oh, they shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. First of all, shame on everybody that's a real journalist that went to that dinner. First of all, I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not watching any of this shit. You would have to be crazy for me to watch any dais, however we pronounce it, that had a dais is where important, intelligent people speak. What I look like, a whole voice of Black women of the 92%. What the fuck do I look like? Wasting my time looking at something on TV, looking at a dais with freaking KK Carolyn Levitt sitting up there. These people think so little of the press and of journalism that they say while Carolyn Levitt is going to be on maternity leave, they going to make JD Vance do all the press gaggles. The stunt queen and guy liner say they're gonna do it by themselves. So 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 why am I supposed to pay attention to it? Like, why am I supposed to pay attention to this mess? I'm glad I caught it on silent, my picture in the picture, because I caught the shooting. Girl, were they scampering? I bet it looked like roaches. I didn't even have the damn TV on until my sister-in-law called to tell me. I was trying to I made like a million videos yesterday. So I was like, I can't, I was still dealing with Meg. Did you hear her comment? She said some comment about shooting and guns. Girl, please. Yeah, girl, he ain't ready for that much attention. Also, the stunt queen in chief can't stand when somebody else gets attention. Girl, tell. Wait, what I missed? What I missed? Did you hear her comment? She said some comment about shooting. Oh, that's right. She said, that's right. What did she say? She did make some comment. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's all. But if I say the whole thing was staged and it's all a stunt, I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. Okay. Okay. All right. Girl. Yeah, it looked like a bad actor who missed their cue when he heard the shooting and the commotion at first. Y'all know he started smiling. They didn't rehearse. They tried to get him up to get him out of there. He fell flat on his face because he can't move, because he's infirm, because he's got the colostomy bag, he's got braces. Y'all know he ain't well. He can't stay awake. He was sleeping in front of their faces. In front of their faces. So first off, I was disgusted with any member of the legitimate press that showed up. Substack was supposed to be doing a counter party and they start fighting. Jim Acosta was apparently getting ready to bitch the whole thing was a mess. We should have known it wasn't gonna be nothing but mess and foolishness. It's all so trifling and confused. So they hear a couple of shots, pat pat, people screaming in the background. Y'all's girl, Erica Kirk did a drive by. I just want to go home. Oh my god! All stunts and shows. And then they go into the White House press briefing room, and what's the first thing they do? What's the first thing they do? Start spinning, saying we should go back. We should go back, just like the last attempt. Fake blood, catch up. Trying to make moments. All they do is make television. They're all bad content creators. They're horrible, horrible, horrible content creators. That's all they are. And then so they go into the White House press briefing room. And then Kash Patel got the nerve to have his ass up there, and they say he's on his way out. It was horrible. So they get up there behind the podium, and what do they start talking about? That's why I said, I put in the when I was advertising what we were talking about today, I was like, was the pew pewing, was it a hoax or is it a spin or some combination of both? I think a combination of both. Because now what is the talking point? The talking point is that's why we need a ballroom. Take these restrictions off of me so we can have a golden ballroom so we're safe. First of all, this is not a party the president throws. It's not for him. It's to talk about freedom of the press and the importance of the First Amendment and freedom of the press to democracy. But these hoes don't know what democracy is anymore. They're too stupid. They've destroyed the school system. We understand what a democracy is. We get it, but their base is so stupid. They're so dumb. They're like, they think everybody is stupid. You ever like had to tell your children, don't talk to me like I'm stupid? There's nothing more important, there's nothing more insulting to that. There's probably nothing more insulting you can do to a black woman the way Klay Thompson did to Meg the Stallion than play in our face. So after this, after a supposed attempt, that drunk ass wine box Judge Janine get up there, the gunman will be charged with 8 counts of owning a water pistol and 3 counts of because people are stupid. They base is stupid. That's why we need a ballroom. It's not a White House event. It's not something the president puts on, the White House puts on. Journalism, the press puts it on. That's why they should have all been ashamed to even be there. They should have been ashamed to even show up. But everybody wants their access. Everybody wants their time in the time in the camera. These people don't know journalism. There was a time when we could respect journalism, where it was a noble profession and like a noble field. Oh no, not anymore. Not anymore. So first of all, shame on them. First of all, shame on them. And then third of all, y'all all fell for these stunts. And now they're saying, y'all, oh, the gunman is a black former teacher, member of the teachers union from California, liberal. Hey, y'all, yeah, liberal. He's going to be the demon. This, and basically, it's all entertainment and ratings, Divergent One. Thank you. That's all it is. This is all a distraction. Y'all, this man, here are the facts. Here's a moment of truth and clarity from black women of the for black women of the 92%. You're welcome in advance. This is all stunts. This is all shows. Y'all's president has the worst ratings in modern American history, regardless of his lies, regardless of what he says. He's trending downward, even with his own crazy base. Barrels of gas, they say barrels of oil getting ready to hit $144 a barrel. It's about to get crazy at the pump. It's too late now. The strait has been closed so long now. The damage is going to be irrevocable, and it's, what we doubt is going to happen is gas going back down. It's amazing how these people get close for shots and then transition to the afterlife in less than yeah. And then they just go into the spin. And this is why we demand and why the president needs a ballroom. This is why him getting shot at is why he needs a ballroom. Please go to hell. F that ballroom bunker. That's all it is. And it is going to stay closed. They can't build it out of nowhere. Yeah. It was all a farce, all a bunch of mess. I knew when I saw that drive by Erica Kirk. First of all, why would you dirty yourself with being in? I thought it was a disgrace when Kim Kardashian showed up to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And y'all, when I tell you, me and Coach Dad used to be seated. We used to be sat for the Correspondents' Dinner. That's the kind of nerds we are. That's the kind of nerds we are. Ooh, what was that? Yeah, he can't let anyone steal from his energy drain. Yeah, he couldn't. Exactly. It was the whole thing. It was never going to go through. He was either not going to show or something crazy happened. I knew it wasn't going to be able to go through. It's all so revealing. Yes, it did. It used to be so good. The comedians used to be amazing, starting with Stephen Colbert. Like when Stephen Colbert first did his, when he roasted the fuck out of GW, oh, we was on a trajectory. History could be made. There could be historical moments in a White House Press Correspondents' Dinner or White House Correspondents' Dinner. Not no more. And now they trying to convince us we need a ballroom. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, W was mad, bless his heart, because y'all know W is not that sharp, but he knew when somebody was making fun of his dumb ass. Lord, I never thought I'd be happy to see today. Do y'all know the creator that does the phone calls between GW and Michelle Obama? He is hilarious. He's one of my faves. He is one of my faves. So y'all, stunts, shows, shenanigans, fuckery, Klay Thompson. I ain't even got to curse Klay Thompson. He gonna get exactly what's coming to him. Yeah, exactly, D. Kelly. Yeah, he was very slow. He wasn't evil. What's his name? His vice president, Dick Cheney, evil. Debo plan on leaving a skid mark on everything we hold dear. Oh, yeah. Just gangsterism and thuggery and skullduggery. That's so. Our job is to stay hydrated, to stay moisturized, to stay on our Zoom, to stay in contact, to stay in community, to stay tuned into our frequency. Okay? Okay, station 92.9 FM stereo. Okay. WBLK radio. That's why it felt crazy out there and you felt like it was static. Whenever you need to tune back in and get a clear signal, come back to us. Come back to the Sunshine Report. Come back to the 92%. The sound is very clear over here. We know what we're doing. We know what we're talking about. You can trust any and all information. The energy flow will always be good. Now, aren't we glad we talked about this today? Now that we shook up the etch a sketch, we starting over next week. These people trying to her divine alchemy was just talking about energy drain. These people, yes, girl. We ain't got to read The Handmaid's Tale. We're black women. Our ancestors were brought over here and chained and had to suffer through the horrors of chattel slavery in the United States. Y'all, Margaret Atwood didn't have to write no book to scare us. We know exactly what's going on. Yeah, we needed it. To hell with Klay Thompson. To hell with Jay-Z. Truly, to hell with this country. And don't think you're going to keep black women quiet about this. If somebody commits a crime against us, we're going to call it out and say, he did it. He did it. And point the fucked up energy and the vitriol where it, girl, enjoy The Great Cosmic Mother. I have it in a paperback and I have it on my iPad. It's one of my favorite things to go back to. When God Was a Black Woman, that's one of my favorite ones. It's all kind of good books in there. I put all my good books in there. Y'all, Coach Dad has a publisher. He might have two. So I'm back to my black girl nerd shit. Yes, on naming names. We're not good. Everybody could depend on us keeping quiet. Dr. Serena Fairfax, and in honor of her, in honor of Meg, we speak up. We're speaking up about the abuse we suffered, and we gonna point the finger. He did it. They did it. That nation did it. They want us over here because of what they doing over there. They trafficking children. He's robbing us. They trying to take our vote. They being hypocrites. They're going to have to earn our vote. We remember what you said back in 1992. They done fucked around. They done messed around and given black Gen Xers a platform. And don't nobody keep receipts like black Gen Xers. We remember everything. Leftists can forget whatever the fuck they want. Not black women, not black men. We be paying attention to politics. And you're going to get these receipts. Oh, the book recs are all down here, girl. Go on down in here. There's some good stuff in here. I'm going to pin all of them up here. I have so many books in here. Some of my faves. Anytime I have a good one or I go back through, if I find out that one of my favorite books is on if I find out that one of my favorite books is on TikTok Shop, I am putting it down here. I have some of my favorite decks. We didn't achieve all our goals, all of our live goals. I really did want to read to us from the rest deck. We didn't get a chance to do that. Dr. Tricia Hersey has a brand new. Dr. Tricia has a brand new. So a lot of the books that I'm thinking about, a lot of the books that I go back to, a lot of the books that are inspiration for me, a lot of the books that when the news gets so crazy or things get so overwhelming, because y'all, we had to do. Yeah, they done messed around and now we in. And we know how to thank you, Colgate. Colgate Smile, like they done messed around. You're right. And now we in here. Hey, Miss Erica. We here. We not going back. Good luck. So I put anything, if I really do use it or I really, really, really do like it, it's down there in the little shopping carts. Y'all enjoying some of my favorite books down there. The Cosmic Mother, When God Was a Black Woman, Mother Hunger, Working the Roots by Michelle Lee, all kinds of good stuff down in there. Some of my favorite books, The Conjuring of America, Jambalaya by Yaya Tish. So all down in there. And y'all, yeah, there's another distraction, this shooting. Yeah, love Working the Roots is you can't go wrong with it. Working the Roots is where I go to confirm whether or not, especially any kind of supplement or any kind of herbal remedy, like black seed oil or ochre water or minnow chill from Black Girl Vitamins. It's really how I began to like co-sign Black Girl Vitamins. I literally would go and check the ingredients. I'm like, oh, okay, they know what they're talking about. Okay, it really is. And y'all, this is my minnow chill because y'all know I'm perimenopausal. That's when I really, really, really got down with Black Girl Vitamins. Because of that. Yeah, minnow chill is amazing. I got to get it back together. I you know how sometimes you forget to change your patch? I got to change my patch. I can't wait till we get back to pillar number 5, like ritualizing our wellness. All right, y'all. I love us. I hope we had a good time today talking through this. Oh, all of that, y'all. If you missed any part of the live, especially when we were chit-chatting about Meg, it's gonna be up on YouTube immediately after this. Please, thank you so much to everybody that's joining us over on the tube that is you. The chat was lively today over there on the tube that is you. Make sure to go to Substack and join the newsletter and our podcast community. We did have a time today, girl. I may have to go take a nap. I'm gonna try to get this thumbnail up, but if you ever miss a live, they are all up on the tube that is you. Thank you for going to the Substack. I am Halicue on all platforms. But especially on YouTube and especially on Substack. I want to see you over there. We have a family over there too. I totally recommend Substack. It is a wonderful place to build. And I got to go find out what happened at the Substack party, y'all, because they said Substack was throwing a fancy counter party to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, girl. Y'all, they said they was about to be fighting over at the Substack. Another reporter, apparently, that was getting into it with Jim Acosta said, meet me in front of the Hampton Inn and Suites, to which I said, the Hampton Inn and Suites? That's what we doing? Y'all, Jim Acosta, you gonna be fighting in front of the Hampton Inn and Suites. Everything about this White House, everything about this regime is low rent. And that's okay. Girl, go ahead and get the subject to you. The main Darian said, he goes, I don't even care what's going on over there. They're shooting. What's happening at the Substack party? I said, what they doing at the Substack party? Girl, they over there fighting on Twitter. Girl fighting at the Substack party. I said, see that fighting at the Substack party. I said, well, I'll be damned. It's all so trifling and confused. That's why Black women, please get on the mic. Get on the mic. We need to make our own news program. These people are crazy. Even the one that's educated and learned journalism, girl, their principles and their principles have gone to hell in a handbasket. Okay. Just press record and do it, girl. And one of the best things we can do, especially if you over 40, and one of the best things you can do over 50 is do something like this. It is self-development. You learn about yourself, you learn something new. And more than anything, Black women need your voice. Young Black women need your voice. They need your wisdom and your guidance. And y'all gonna be getting more of it from me, because clearly we in a state of emergency. People out here hurting goddesses, hurting Meg Thee Stallion. We can't have that. Hey, Paris Femme Noir. Walking in softly carrying a big stick, number 39. I see you, girl. That's no joke. Yeah, so we got to get on the mic. Buy the mic. And if you buy it from a Black woman. That's one of the only reasons I do any kind of promoting or anything on TikTok Shop, is because you can actually give a Black woman money. Can't do that at Target. You can't do that at Walmart. They trying to come back. You can't do it any other way. But on TikTok, you can find a Black woman that is selling something you can buy from her. And a lot of y'all need a mic. Some of y'all are ready for Big Baby over here, which is in there. And some of y'all want to get started cute and chic and small. Cheap and cheerful. Boom. I love it. Excellent quality products. It's completely wireless. And just press record and start going live, girl. Record your podcast. Come on over to Substack. You can literally set your Substack up today and give us your first episode today. Okay. We ain't going to Target. Exactly. You ain't got to go to Target. You got to buy from a Black woman at TikTok Shop. Seriously. Please do it. I love us. As I say every single time we end one of our shows, I have loved our Sunday show so much. Y'all, tomorrow we're going to get started at 8:30-ish a.m. Pacific Standard Time with the Sunshine Report, your morning intelligence, entertainment, and political news briefing, and our review, getting on our Zoom, doing everything that we can to keep ourselves inspired and motivated, energized, innovated before we have to get out here and deal with this fuckery that the stunt queen in chief keeps trying to bring down on us every week, because they tried to fuck out of Black women this week and this weekend. They truly tried to ruin our weekend. Not gonna happen. They came close. They came perilously close. I gotta be honest. I was pissed yesterday. Y'all know I'm a boring non-drinker. I was drinking non-alcoholic Aperol spritz like it had all alcohol in it. I was stressed yesterday over Meg. That made me very upset. It made me relive every breakup my daughters have ever gone through, I ever went through, my sisters ever went through, the craziness